all right. Man, back at it. And we had to do, since the holidays, we had to do it, slide it up just a tad bit. But listen, that's enough of that. That's just formalities. Tonight is the most special night we ever had on Man in the Mirror show. It's because tonight is our first annual reunion show. We got all the guys who've been a part of laying the bricks for the foundation of this movement. Man. We got all of them in here, and there's other guys who not here who also started at the house with Nate. I like to mention some of those guys, but we're gonna do what we do here, y'all. Y'all know how we do it, fellas, right? So I'm gonna play point guard, but I'm gonna push the ball to somebody else. They're gonna push the ball to introduce the other person, then they introduce another person. Then when they get back to the last person, you gotta throw it back to the point. Throw it back up front. Come on in, man.
Come on in, man.
Man, you stand over there like a stranger.
Come on around.
Over this way.
I ain't coming this way. We got sliding.
How's everybody doing?
Everybody good, man. Everybody good,
Wonderful,
man.
wonderful.
All of it, we
This ain't school, so you don't get matched retarded.
We ain't gonna hit him with tiredness. He present. So you know how we do it, y'all. The man in the mirror way. I'm gonna throw the ball to somebody, and we're gonna make Nate the last one y'all throw it to.
Man, just go around with.
Okay, I can. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go around. Yeah. So I'm gonna throw the ball to the Sage. The Sage first. We're just going around.
All right.
I throw it to the Sage. Man, this guy's been rocking and rolling ever since A1 since day one. Let's put it like that. The family, the Sage himself, Mr. People to People, Rodney Grimes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Greetings to everybody here. Man, peace and blessings to you, man. It's a good opportunity to be here at the table with some positive thinking individuals. And, I'm Rodney Grimes from People to People. I'm also one of the former co-hosts of the Man in the Mirror, the show that matters. And you already know, when you come to the show that matters, Man in the Mirror, they hold you accountable. So they talk nothing but serious business, serious information, and they make things happen. So it's a blessing to be here. Peace and blessings to all y'all.
And hold up.
I'm passing the buck. I'm passing the buck over here.
Give a man a great introduction.
And Dutch, let me see here. I'm gonna fix this so that I can do this because I know he's on the camera, but I'm also doing it live too, so that we can make sure we can get all over the world. And this is Focus Field.
Yes, sir.
Real deal.
Yes, sir. Real deal. Focus Field. It's just a blessing to be here. I know all these guys, man, some great guys, and ain't nobody doing what we doing, man. You can't get a group of brothers like this, man, and speak how we speak, and it's just a great thing that we doing. Thanks, Boo Jones. You already know what it is, man. I was part of the Man in the Mirror show, and dipped and dabbled with the go-go thing with the SNR band. Just a great experience, and I'm just happy to be here, man. Focus Field of Focus Radio, advocate and activist for the missing and murder community, because they don't talk about it enough. We only hear it 1 or 2 times on the news, man, but you're gonna hear it forever. Trying to find out our missing people on Focus Radio, man. And that's what we do. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass this rock along, man, to my main man right here, man. Horse, man. Kicks and Giggles.
Each and every Tuesday, man. The host, CEO for Kicks and Giggles podcast. Each and every Tuesday, 6-day you broadcast media. I gotta send a special shout out to my 2 sponsors, man. My main man, Kenny Westray. We are 3931 Suitland Road. Make sure I hit the outlet store. And my other new sponsor, 202 Vodka. Make sure y'all pull them up. DC Home Vodka, made Oxfordville, special shout out. But look, you catch me each and every Tuesday. I got a birthday party coming up, chapter 57, February 22nd at the Cultural Center. I got Miss Kim, Storm and Norman, tickets $40. They on sale right now. But look, I'm one of the founder members, Man in the Mirror. I'm blessed to be back here. Haven't been with these guys since COVID. We're rocking each and every Tuesday right down the street. And then kind of got, I ain't gonna say pulled away, but business comes and stuff like that. But I'm glad to be back on the reunion show, man. Happy to be back. I'm gonna go ahead and get his hand on to my man Marcus, man.
I mean, you gotta let them know you was a part.
I did say that. I said
No,
I
he
was
told-
original
He
member.
said-
He said original member, man in the mirror.
You falling
Okay.
asleep at
So first of all, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Thanks, Boo Jones, for letting me come to the reunion session of Man in the Mirror.
Who the hell are you?
Some call me Mark. I'm Marcus Pratt. I played part in Man in the Mirror before, multiple episodes, and I consider it an honor to come back and be a part of the reunion show. And looking forward to seeing Man in the Mirror continue. It is definitely, regardless of how much progress we make as a people, the dialogue must never stop.
That's right.
Dialogue must never stop.
Real conversation.
Absolutely. So when the dialogue stops, that means the growing stop. So I just thank God for being a part of it tonight, making history. Is this the first reunion show?
First one.
This is history.
Okay.
This is history, brothers.
This was founded in 2008 for the people at home.
Yeah.
So this is what 16. This sweet 16.
Wow.
It's the sweet 16.
Wow. So that being said, I'm going to pass it to my good brother Nate Jenkins. I'm sure he can add to the conversation.
We're just gonna put a little sauce on top of it, right? It's Nate Jenkins, man in the Mirror, Politic and Our Way podcast as well. It's just a blessing to be a part of this thing, man. You know, Boo and I have been hosting it down for a minute, spot to spot, town to town, but we always right here that third Thursday of the month for most months, man. What is the usual, you know? And I was telling my man, we more than the PSA. We a public service announcement before the people. You know what I'm saying? We are a whole movement.
Yeah.
You know, just not an announcement, but a movement.
Mm.
You dig what I'm saying? So with that, man, I'm gonna pin that thing over to my man Boo Jones.
Boo Jones, SRB, and that's a brand. So I learned that from people like these men sitting at the table. You know, I'm just grateful, man, to be a part of this, man, because it was other people that helped, you know, come up with this whole concept. Nate to tell you a little bit about Man in the Mirror. It started in my house. Right? And we just did it every month, right? Every month at the house, and we would get food. Like tonight, what we got food, and you know, get some sodas or whatever, you know, but to each his own, and we would chop it up, and it's something we want to bring to the table before we get started. I gotta bring this to the table because tonight is special. I gotta bring this to the table.
You gotta always do something different. Oh, you got a mirror.
I'm bringing the mirror out today.
Hey, but you know something? That mirror don't lie. It's cold blood.
That mirror cold
Man.
blood.
You know, and I say,
Man.
there's three things that humble you. That mirror, insufficient funds, and a white washcloth on a 100-degree day.
Hey, look, man. And I'll give y'all a little background, man, because one thing I like to do is encourage the people, man, who was part. And all these men at this table, you definitely are part of the bricks, you know, laying the bricks of this. But the foundation, the guys who were there when we started at the house, you got Joel. I call him my Walkman, old Joe. And Joe has cerebral palsy or something, right? But he was always there on time. And got my man T, and he's a little under the weather now. And T was always there on time. And then Ryan, and you know Nate. Nate been there from the day one. But I want to say this, and John, my man John, yep, he was there all the time. And I want to say this: as it evolved, I came and did something with Go-Go and did something with Focus Field. And Focus Field had his podcast like this, and me, him, and Pratt right over there. we started doing Man in the Mirror on the podcast. So it was because of these guys right here. And then later on, Horace came, right? Yeah, then later on, Horace came. And my man, your man, God rest his soul, Horace.
So, man, you know what's crazy though, man? I was looking at my memories and it popped up. One of the shows we did on Saturday, he was speaking, man.
Send me that.
Wow,
Send me that. And see, everybody is an increment part of this, man. And then later on, then Rodney came. Rodney had me on his show. And then we had Rodney on the Man in the Mirror, right? And then the next thing you know, Rodney was part of the Man in the Mirror. Then later on, from the Cornerstone, came back Nate Jenkins. I think we had Nate on the show, right? Yeah, we had Nate on the Man in the Mirror. And then next thing y'all know,
They've been on everything.
Yeah.
They've been on every show that's been going on for the last 30.
At least.
Yeah. So I'm just talking this particular thing. Because we all got our other stuff we do.
Man, it's good to be part of the alumni. Man.
Yeah.
It's a tougher alumni, man. But just being with all the dudes. When my boots will be having a reunion, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna take off that Thursday.
Man, he told me I had to work, but he said he gonna make it, man. And I'm glad everybody made it. And one guy who's not here yet is Ratcliffe Thomas. He became a part of me, him, and it was me, him, and you, and then Marcus, right?
Marcus, yeah.
And hopefully if he make it here, if he can come in like the old football player, he make a dash for that chair. But if he don't, it's all good.
It's crazy, man. When Boots about the text, he got too many instructions, man. Man, fill up this tank for you.
You know what I'm saying? Come up the back step, no turn right, left, knock 2 times. What's the password?
Kiss somebody for you. Then he sent a text in the middle early at 4 o'clock in the morning, man. Why would we like? What am I gonna tell you?
But see, it's funny you say
Then
that,
he hit
right?
me back. Look, I got a new phone. So send me the damn flyer from the show.
I got like 2 damn numbers on him, right?
But you know what that is, right? From dealing with them bands and seeing all them easy ways and stuff fall apart, he makes sure his stuff don't fall apart no more.
And Marcus also was my Congo player.
Yeah. He left Marcus left that pot out, man.
Yeah, Marcus also a Congo player for Slave Rhythm Band. Kind of like a little bit after I started. And Focus Field was a rapper for a minute. He didn't hit the stage with us yet, but we don't know. We still here. We don't know what might happen. And don't let me leave this out. Horace hired us, man. Before the COVID, Horace and Dex, Big City Dreams.
City of Dreams.
I love them guys, man. They hired us twice. Back to back. Back to back with Junkyard one night, and then with Kim and Scooby.
Let it flow.
That was Kim and Scooby. It was doing the girl was doing a talent show. And he hired us with them up at them Check the Place down. I don't know. A lot of people take things for granted. This was at Tacoma Station. Do you know? Yeah. Do you know how historical that spot is?
Yeah, Tacoma Station. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because some people who touched that stage, it was super great. Not no local style. It's some super great people who touched that stage. It's kind of like the Apollo for us.
Well, it is, as Raheem Devon says, it's the Cotton Club.
Okay, I go with that.
It's the Cotton Club.
Yeah.
People don't know it like that.
Yeah, but a lot of times we take things for granted, and that's one thing we do in the Man in the Mirror, and I hope all you guys remember that because the Sage came up with the slogan. What is it?
Talk show that matters.
Yeah,
he used to say the show that matters, but then
my
daughter corrected.
No, he said it first. He said it like that first. She corrected him because he left it out.
Right,
but he did say it like that at first.
I came up with the slogan that the talk show that matters.
Yeah, he did.
But your daughter, when I was in there that day, she corrected me.
Because you left it out. The talk show.
Yeah, you just kept saying show that matters.
Yeah. Some days it get like that when you're all over the place. So, I'm getting ready to get focused. Phil, you can tell he one of them hosts always keep doing. Look, he got a mic all the way. Yes, sir.
You know what? Nah, you know what?
The Focus Field show. Share the mic.
Nah, you know what? You know what though? Real talk. Nah, real talk. Hey, Grimes.
Hey, Phil,
This
turn
dude
your light
right-
off, man. Turn your light off, man.
This dude.
Blinding us over here.
This dude right here, man.
Blind us to take the mic.
I just want to say this, man. This dude Grimes. This dude. I don't know why that's on.
Shake it.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
Uh-oh. We got that man folks in the
And
phone.
it-
Here we go.
There you go. There you go.
So-
okay, now we back.
I thought
Nah, I wanna say this.
I thought he was getting ready to interrogate it.
Nah.
You know what's crazy though, man? Like when I do my show, Focus Field, my show a few times.
Mm-hmm.
We have a section where you put like guests on the couch. He come, he pretty much lay on Focus.
That's my spot, man.
Couch, man. Got his shoes off, man. It was so wild, man. I can't believe they took 16 years, man.
16.
That's a long
That
way,
is.
man.
That is.
You know, for what a bunch of black men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 16 years.
Well,
Hitting the positive.
Yeah, I mean, we talking about nothing but being transparent with our lives. You know what I'm saying?
And you talk about the mirror. That's what I was going to bring up, right? The mirror it symbolizes man taking responsibility, accountability. Yeah, and because man, we can do we don't do the barbershop talk here.
Hey, where can they watch the show at, man?
Beltway, you can watch the show with. Tell them, man.
Oh, Facebook, man. Beltway Radio and Beyond.
Or my page.
Give him the number 2.
Beltway
Number
Radio
two.
and Beyond.
On my
Yeah,
page, Boo Jones page.
Look at Boo Jones' page. Beltway Radio and Beyond. You got to
Jones
call
is
that
up
number.
here.
There
301
you go.
761 1040.
1040.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like
you,
the tax paper.
hey,
Yeah,
look,
you
all
know
these
what I'm
guys, y'all. Hey, listen, y'all gotta know this. All these guys are hosts. They got a skill set.
Actually, I'm over here. I'm recording, with the audience from people to people because they are also the family.
All they
Man
family.
in the Mirror.
Yeah, we all
So
family.
all of them was calling and asking, how would they tune in? So I gave them the information on how to do it through YouTube at the same time. Yeah.
Well, we keep it real around here. We ain't doing no.
I just wanted. Nah,
I gotta hear what my man
Nah,
Chris said.
I just wanted to. I'm just sitting here thinking, man.
Can we share the mic, man?
Yeah. Sure.
Can we share the mic?
But now,
But go ahead, put your thing in this shit.
Nah, just-
But
I just wanted to say, man.
He locked the hand on it and everything.
Hey, what you say? But we all hosts, right? I'm an MC. But now, I really just wanted to say.
He had that joint like Rambo. I'm coming to get you.
It's good when you say that all of the hosts.
Yeah.
And it's cool when we together because you can always take a back seat.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to go.
You ain't got bell front.
Yeah, score 40 points tonight.
Nah. I love that. Nah. Go ahead, but you was gonna say something.
Nah, I just want to say, man, I thank all you guys and everybody left out, what they do other than this podcast, as far as just basically mentorship. I know this Rodney Grimes, man, dumping it for a very long time. Boo Jones dumping it for a long time. Nate dumping it for a long time. Marcus dumping it, doing this thing for a long time. Horse met you way back. I think I probably was even in high school with DeMarco Solar. And never knew the history until me and you actually sat down and talked. Never knew Nate history, never knew Rodney Grimes history. And you probably don't even remember, me and you had met, you and Mrs. Zayna met at an IHOP. You was doing a play and I was rapping. I had a shitload of CDs like this. And you said, man, I need something. I'm doing a soundtrack, putting something together, man. I need some good music. And that was way, way back. And then when I seen it, I said, damn, I know this guy and his wife, man, from somewhere. And I had thought about it, then it dawned on me. I said he was doing an audition for, I don't remember the stage play. We were doing an audition for a stage play. And we met.
Showplace Arena.
Showplace Arena. And we met right there at Oxon Hill at the IHOP.
Yeah. And you know what?
Yeah, that sound like the bubble.
Now that I think about it,
Hold on, call.
We gotta call it, fellas.
Hello?
Fellas, we gotta call it, fellas.
What's up, bro? This Damo from the One Band.
Who's that?
Damo from the One Band.
What's up, Damo?
Damo.
What's up, y'all? What's happening, y'all? What's going on, man? Hey, look, happy holidays to all y'all, too, though.
Yes, sir. Happy holidays,
Hey.
Damo.
Damo, man. We thank you for call him in, man. What'd you say?
Oh yeah, man. I'm in the studio right now, man. Trying to do this Christmas song
Okay.
and do some work tonight, man. But look, man, I respect y'all. Big Boo is my big homie. Hey, focus.
You already know what it is.
You know how we get there. That's my homie right there, man. Listen, man, I love what y'all doing, man. Really seriously, man. Just keep on pushing, man. Huh? Oh yeah.
And see, let me tell you this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was blessed by one of the pioneers from Alexandria, right? Big ovation, Elwood Jones. He called me
Right.
and wanted me to do something with his cousin, right? And she was on the board for Maryland Park and Recreation, right? And they wanted us on Juneteenth to do a go-go to tell the people about a little bit of history of go-go, right? And so Damo was the baby on the board.
I'm the baby of the crew. I'm the baby in there.
He was on the board though. And when I called him and he was ready, you know, he just came. He just said, "Yeah, man."
This Damo spirit though, man. I had Damo here.
And that's
me
why
and him talk all the time. It's outside of go-go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what makes us great. And that's why the point what I just brought up, man. We do so much other than the podcast.
Yeah.
Especially with the jobs you guys got. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, y'all leaders, man. Mentorship, you know, programs y'all put people through, the education y'all give them, get their life back in track. You doing the same thing. The stage plays, you know, you and your wife got the businesses going, boys, you know, the school system, everything. We just great people, man. It's just a great group of people.
With being consistent is the key, right?
Yes.
And everybody that's in the sound of this voice, that's here in the studio and Damo on the phone included, has the spirit of love and consistency, and that's a powerful mix. And I want to shout out. I'll be remiss not to shout out the guys that I'm laboring with in the Word of God. Is Pastor Q.
Woody
Shout out
Pastor Q.
Woody Woods and Sean and them guys.
Them big homies.
Yeah, they've been consistent. And
them big homies. Them big homies.
Part of something that's gonna be loving and consistent, man. Because like y'all guys don't know what y'all just did earlier when y'all was joning about how I call all the time. You know, I had a guy that I worked with before that I did that with, and they thought I was coming from a bad space. And me and them don't even talk
so
about
focus.
Boo.
Hey, can I listen, because I gotta get ready to go in the booth real quick.
Ahead,
listen, I love what y'all doing. I love y'all, man. Listen, guess what? Whatever y'all need me to do on this side of the town, or whatever you need to do for this genre, or whatever for the youngest, I'm here for it. So just call me, boo. You can give them all my connections, everything like that. I just want everybody to win, and I love what y'all doing. Keep on doing what y'all doing. Understand, you are who you are. Who you not, you will never be. Nothing can be stopped that's already granted. I love all of y'all, and I'll see y'all soon.
We love you, man.
All right, Damo.
Love you.
Peace.
Hey,
Hold on.
I'm going to jump in and say this real quick because this is actually some history being made right now. And this is very profound. When Nate and I was chatting just a few minutes, we talking about what we bring to the table and, you know, different men. It's an honor to be here. And we have to understand that we got to keep this going because we are actually able to project what type of men we have moving around right now.
Oh, yeah.
By the public and what the media puts out there and things like that. We're not just on the stage, shouting profanity and things like that. We're actually promoting information and sharing information with each other. Boo, Nate, you know, I've worked with y'all many, many times.
Yeah.
And a lot of what I learned, even though I've been in the business a long time as well, I learned from each one of y'all. So I just wanted to say, man, this is really, really something that we got to keep doing.
But you know what I like about this, though? We're not no ambulance chasers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The only time you see them is like when the crowd's out or the media's out. You know what I'm saying? But look, I gotta give a shout out, man. Like this week has been like, I've been on an emotional high. Last Saturday, my baby girl, she was on this academic.
Say that.
Why you ain't going to that? I would have said,
Yesterday, My daughter's in a master's program in Delaware State.
Mm.
4.0 this quarter, man. Like I said, I just been on the high, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's crazy because
That's a good
when,
feeling
when
there.
you see your kids,
Yeah.
you always want those kids to do better, see them do better. So,
Yeah.
you know, and I've been in school since 31 years, PG County. I call them government funded daycare centers because I look at, we raise sheep. We don't raise wolves. And I look at these kids, they could be on an award show, 50 kids, and every kid get an award. So the kid who won, it don't mean nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, participation. And like
They ruined it.
we teach the kids to remember. Don't teach them to think, man.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Oh, man.
You know, they
You don't have to. Listen, I mean, you bringing that up. I don't know how I did it, or you guys probably think the same thing. I used to remember everybody number.
because it was written on a piece of paper, 2 papers on the refrigerator.
So you see, but I'm talking about like I retained a whole lot of numbers.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Like back then, I would retain your number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, man? I'm glad you said something about being on high. I'm on an emotional high too, like
Yeah.
total education. Like, not only do I had the same exact experiences you talk about. I had a couple of my daughters, bless that, it's academic stage.
Yeah.
And I got a rack of kids. I got 15 of them. So out of 15 of them, all excellence, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, 8 natural, 7 adopt.
Okay.
All excellent, right? But beyond that, what I'm doing right now, man, because I teach. I retired from a lot of businesses and stuff like that. And I took this job, man, as a math teacher, right? For youth who were discarded.
Yeah.
They either in the
They call them at
juvenile
risk.
system, at risk,
That's what they call
wayward,
it. Yeah.
is the old Oak Hill prison, right?
Yeah.
Where I was as a youth. Now I get a chance to go back there.
Man,
Help some
that's some
folk out,
horrible
right?
stuff.
Man, oh Lord, man.
But I do some math and GED preparation. Right? I had 2 dudes, man, that got the GED that had no shot when the program started. One dude told me, man, I don't do math, man. And the other dude say, I don't do school. That's why I'm in here. I said, well, look, what we're gonna do is live through all that shit.
Come on.
Right?
Hey.
So I found out that the dude who didn't do math had a condition that I knew nothing about, right? Called dyscalculia. Right? It's like dyslexia.
Okay.
When you see words backwards and all that, he see numbers backwards.
Ooh,
So no way he was gonna pass the math section.
So man, ask you a question. You know, like
Right?
being in my school, I had 1,300 kids. But like 1,100, you know, they got the alphabet.
They work at school.
Yeah. And it's crazy because these kids, they don't try, man.
Well, you know, a lot of them, like these 2 dudes, right? When they ran up to a wall, it's like anything else. When you run up to a wall, man, and you personally can't get through it, get around it, you need some assistance.
Yeah.
You need somebody
That's
not
the key.
only who can
Right.
say
That's the
you
key.
can get through it, I'm gonna go through it with you.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
when
key.
the
to that.
dude with the dyscalculus, I watched him and I said, he gotta make it. But I noticed he liked to read.
They
Right.
find a way to teach
So I taught him how to read.
it. Come on, man.
Oh,
It
Look.
it just hit me.
I knew it was gonna get him.
I don't know where it came from. I said, dude can
Came from your
read.
heart, though.
Left
Yeah.
and right, math is stacked up horizontal.
But,
you know,
but let's
vertical.
you know
Now,
what
let
we
me
do?
finish
Go ahead.
So the dude ended up with the 3rd high school
Yeah,
in
man.
the whole institution. Man.
wow.
Got the G.
Wow.
When they
Then the
say he couldn't
dude-
do it.
When the dude say he hated school, couldn't do no schoolwork, came in there on elementary school level and everything. Got the 2nd high school and everything.
Wow.
But you know,
Passed the G.
when it make you feel good to do that. So about 7 years ago, I'm working at Summersville Roosevelt, right? And me and a little Spanish kid, you know, we had bumped head in the first week, and we became cool in the middle, right? And I asked, man, you too smart to be in summer school. Why are you in summer school? He said, what they call you? Old school.
Yeah.
OG. He said, look, man,
OT.
He said,
Old time.
He said, why go to school for 10 months? Why come in for 18 days and play?
Wow.
Oh, he's smarter
Wow. I ain't never thought about it. I went to some school. I ain't never
Wow.
thought about it that
than you.
way.
Let me find
I
out.
thought I had to go to pass so I could
Wow.
Excuse my language. There's some out in the Northwestern.
Figure that shit out.
These motherfuckers in there for
Edit that part
How
out.
do you say PE, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How do
We
you
can't,
say
no, this
PE?
live. We
Got
can't
it,
edit
man.
it
Get
now.
out.
Hey, boo, edit that out.
We
Don't
can-
let the kids hear that.
We can't edit it. We can't edit
Edit
it.
that
Live.
out.
But
Don't let them hear that.
They
they said, Uncle Horse said, hey,
That's the thing. See, here's the thing.
That's one of the
what
smartest
you
things
really
I
said
ever heard.
was- What you really said was a misnomer that we all practice. Step over top. You hear a lot that
Wow.
this generation's lost. This generation is not going to succeed and all that bullshit.
Bunch of lies.
Those lies been told by for every generation.
but that's their narrative. That's their
No,
narrative.
but
Yeah.
but we spin that shit.
Yeah.
Right? But what I noticed for me, this is just my own personal shit. When I spin in that narrative, that means I ain't in the solution.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
that,
part
So
of the
when
problem.
you say it's been a narrative, right? And you know, I work with the kids. You know, when child's coming in, you know, you need to get 3.0, 4.0, and the kids sort of say C's get degrees too.
I see. That's what they say.
but see, that go back to what you was talking about, Horse. You was talking about there's like man, we was competition. We love competition when we was coming up.
Yeah.
He talking about participation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but see, I think it's something with having that burning competition spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's something with that.
But you
Because like my grandson, he played football when he and played basketball for Benny Pop, right? And I remember, man, they lost the championship. They were undefeated, always championship, and they played at UDC.
How old your grandson now?
He's 12 now.
So, okay.
So he started when he was 5.
Yeah.
Thank God. But they lost the championship. They were always undefeated. So the high score didn't come into halftime, and they almost still won, but they lost, right? And he was crying, and my wife was like, "It's just a game, baby," you know, all that stuff. I said, "Man, that's right, cry."
Feel that.
Yeah,
Feel
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Feel
yeah.
it.
More than a game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause listen, if you don't have
Feel that
the
disappointment.
spirit to try to be
To win.
be win.
Yeah.
Second place. Like I can't. We had Lucky Elliott on the show one time on Man in the Mirror, and Lucky from Alexandria, he started coaching when he was about 13, 14 years old. He coaching people at his age, and he developed a system that produced championships. So after a while, even though the competition was stern, we was playing against history.
A lot of that
We
stuff,
playing
man.
against history more than playing against you, right?
Right,
So the
right,
point
right.
I'm making is, I ain't know nothing about losing. Playing with Charles Houston, Rec Center. I played 2 years, 110 pounds, and we were undefeated both years, and we gave us 6 points, and we beat the team. In 2 years, we gave 6 points. We beat the team 33-6, and we cried when they scored.
Let me tell you something.
Damn.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
first
y'all beat 'em.
33-6, and we
coached-
cried because they scored.
I coached
Right.
Kettler Middle School.
Huh?
Right? In my first 5 years, I went undefeated. When I took my first loss, that shit hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't sleep. I was like, I'm shedding tears. And
And probably the only loss y'all had.
no, I mean, it was our first loss in 5 years, but
It was the
I
only
feel
loss
worse.
y'all had though
I
in that year.
felt like I felt worse than the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I always say to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and
Right.
like,
Yeah.
today
Only way.
we support mediocrity.
Yeah. That's
You know
what
what I'm
that's
saying?
it.
That's what I was getting ready to ask.
That's
what's,
it.
What's the difference? The kids don't have that drive.
Nah, ain't no
Is it the
doubt.
parents? Is it the
It's a burn.
But hold on.
did we
hold
have
on.
more to look?
Hey,
look
uh,
for?
Everything started
Hey, look.
home, man.
Yo,
I mean,
yo.
what is it?
You can set up what you want.
They okay with losing, like you
But-
said.
right.
They
But-
all right.
wait,
No, no,
wait.
no, no,
Hold on.
Yo,
Sage
yo,
got something to
I
say.
gotta answer that.
I want to go somewhere. Back where we was at a few minutes ago when you was talking about the young kid. See, what happened was you took in his position and got in the position with him. And a lot of us are not doing that. And we
Absolutely.
talking about, we got a lot of young people out here who want to succeed, but don't know how.
Absolutely.
So it's up to
Or they
us.
don't even know what succeeding
See, it
is.
is. So that when you were saying that, I'm thinking about how many people, how many men, how many women, how many children I've mentored and helped throughout their journey. It's been based on the fact that they weren't left alone.
Let me ask you this, y'all. What we do, let's see if everybody remember this. What we do here at Man in the Mirror.
Come up with solutions.
Yeah, we come with solution, but what we do.
We be accountable. We put
About what we address.
the elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room.
Okay, let's talk
So-
about that for a minute. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want to go back to what Phil was asking. What the thing is, right? So it's not so much that the kids, like with the participation boot class and all that. What it really is, man, is everything go back home.
That's what the
Yeah.
elephant. That ain't go.
So
You
when
done got the
folks
elephant.
at home
You done got the
ain't
elephant.
accountable as parents to their children. They allow other people to parent their child.
Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna stop
You
with
know what
this.
I'm saying?
We all ran the
Can
same
I
age,
get a
right?
slice
Yeah.
of that, please?
Wait. So growing up,
I'm a little older than y'all.
a lot of
Yeah,
my
boy.
parents didn't have
He older.
college degrees. So the teacher was looked as golden.
Yeah.
Now every parent got a goddamn degree.
Mm.
They want to argue the teacher down.
Like, teach them.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And then it's sad because as quick as you can go on Facebook in the morning, tap into your kids.
Mhm.
What's that? Check on his grade.
Yeah,
Going
that's
to
right.
ask
That's
them,
right.
check
That's
on
right.
grades.
Yeah.
Check on his
Yes.
grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
That's
you-
right.
You can
Well,
find,
last I'm talking about accountability.
Yeah.
at home.
Absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely.
and one thing I see with a lot of parents, unless he is an athlete, he ain't spending time.
And talk about this
But
solution.
it's back to
Solution.
what you were
Go,
saying.
go ahead. Then
what you
I
were
want to
saying
touch on that.
when I said, accountability to parent, right? So if I got a degree, I spent so much time getting my degree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I forgot all about my responsibilities at home.
Yeah.
So I sent them to school to be babysat because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not being the parent.
On that note,
Oh, I buy
let me
it.
get this roll. I got a quarterback. I got a quarterback.
Yeah.
Let him get in.
So I would agree when we say it started home, but that don't mean home literally just dropped the ball,
Right.
because there's a lot of stuff going on.
Other influences.
There's a whole lot of influences outside of the home,
Yeah.
just going a totally different current from what home is doing.
Come on now.
And home is up against a whole lot, and so I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time with this, but there's
But what you mean when you say that? You mean
Well, I'm gonna hit him in the head with this one in a minute.
No,
'Cause
no.
he right on my lane.
No,
He
This
in my
ain't
lane right
black and white though.
now. No,
It ain't black and white. That's what he's saying.
You got too many gray areas right now.
No, he's saying
Say it again.
he said
Too many gray
Too
areas.
many gray. It is black and white.
no, what he's
Well,
saying,
I'm not
no,
black and
what
white.
he's saying is, and I understand it too, because man, I be dealing with my grandson, right? But I be seeing some stuff that he been influenced by his little friend, right? And I don't like it, right? But I talk to him like we talk to each other.
Yeah.
But the point is, there is outside influences to be
Always gonna
more,
be.
there's
more than
Yeah.
it ain't his friends.
It's
a-
social
It's
media.
a
Woo,
million,
yeah.
it's
Okay.
a
Hold
million,
on, hold on.
it's a
Hey,
million people. in
Yeah,
this
Yeah.
I
world.
hope you pulling the
A
same
day.
boat that I'm in, right?
Yeah.
A day.
So here's the thing. Let me tell you something.
That's damn phone.
But it still started at
From
home
the
too.
day that
Yeah.
Moses came down with a tablet, somebody always has some information that we have. But here's the kicker, right?
Yeah.
Here's the kicker. When you're raising a child, the first 10 years, if you don't do them 10 years in the right order,
Yeah.
the rest of them years out of order. So
Right.
what happens in the first 5 is we give them the dictatorial. Listen to what I'm saying. We dictate to them how life is.
Right.
And I am where you get life from.
Right.
If I don't put that in the first 5, the rest is a wash. You allow everybody else to enter.
Yeah.
So if
Absolutely.
I'm parenting correctly,
Them-
right, in the first
The
few years,
impressionable years.
I put up a wall that says, check in with me when you hear that stuff from out there.
So when you say that,
I'm the sounding board.
it's
And I
an old,
agree
it's
with
an
that.
old African proverb that says, if you raise your kids right,
Uh-huh.
you can spoil your grandkids.
Exactly.
Let me
But if you don't raise your kids right, you're gonna raise your grandkids.
Yeah.
let me
Yeah.
say this.
Yeah.
I was
Thank
raised
you,
right.
Hoss.
Yeah.
I was raised right.
How you know? You ain't dead.
No. I was
How you
raised
know? How you know? Nothing is right till it's over.
No. I was raised right. I had good parents. I had a good household. But
You stop being raised now.
The influences.
Oh, the mirror. Let me tell you what the mirror. Hold on. But you gonna have to get yourself some information because he said they said he done implement the mirror on you. So listen, what the mirror do is that you give yourself some information.
So this is what I'm saying. It's truth to what you're saying, but that ain't everything. That ain't everything.
But everything starts somewhere.
No. Everything starts from home. Everything starts from home. And if they not raising and filling those kids right, send them in the right direction, it just make it that much easier for them to be right. Oh no.
You down the road though.
No.
Down the road.
No. Listen. If good parents teach their kids right, then they got a better shot. But that don't mean that once they leave that door, that they not up against a whole lot of things that weigh on them.
You got raised right? You said you was raised right.
I was raised very well.
No, you said right.
And did very wrong.
Okay. But check this out.
Check
this out. You was raised to the best of your parents' ability.
No. I'm going to correct you.
I was
raised right.
I'm asking you.
A man is a man. A woman is a woman. You work.
Those are ideas. There's nobody wrong.
No. Those aren't ideas. You can go with the scripture, and it's going to tell you how they're supposed to go. That's how the maker made it.
Yeah, that's the guideline.
Yeah, we was raised right.
Right.
And of course,
but
it's not a flawless upbringing.
Yeah.
But we knew right from wrong damn well.
But that's not the point of them.
You gotta remember though, we all came up in villages.
Right.
We weren't born in communities.
Right.
My father was hard. Like this shit ain't no fucking democracy.
No, it's not.
You ain't.
Well, my mother got no
Cuba around this.
Exactly.
No, my mother told my mother said it like this. She said, "This ain't no democracy. This a dictatorship."
That's how we grew up.
But check this out. I'm with you where you was going. But the point that I'm making is not that there's not outside influences. That's years beyond. I'm talking about 1 to 5.
Correct.
1 to 5. Understand what I'm saying? 1 to 5.
Let's address something in the room on 1 to 5. And we talked about the.
Well, hold on, let
me just say this real quick because I don't want to lose it's right on what you're saying. You don't got no choices.
So let me tell you, the difference is
that's what Nate said.
I didn't get in trouble. It wasn't about the beating. I didn't want to see that look of disappointment.
Thank you. It's the love. It's the love and the compassion that built that hurt. Yeah. Right. So from 1 to 5, you got to understand what's happening right now. Okay. Whenever you got a new adversary, your methods have to evolve with the adversary. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you remember, I know Rodney, I can say your age.
Oh, can I get a bell ring on that?
Yeah. Hit that.
That's another thing we do. We got a good one. That's a bell ring.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you say the game ain't changed, the players have, it's so true in raising a child. The game ain't changed. The players have. So the players are now social media.
Players and parents. That's what changed.
No.
These babies raising babies now.
But see, here's the thing, though. I'm making that point.
These parents ain't
Here's
home.
the thing, though, right? So as the years evolved, the parenting got younger.
Let me say this, y'all. We talk to the people too.
It don't alleviate the need for accountability as a parent.
Oh, absolutely.
But I can't go to the club, finish my education, live my life, and raise a child.
Yeah, give up something.
But wait a minute, but I was raised in a climate where I don't give up shit. This is about me because I participate. You see what I'm saying? So the point that I was making about the 1 to 5, right? If you look at the kids mostly right now, 1 to 5 is not being raised by the parent. 1 to 5 is in a shared environment because the parent got so many other shit to do. One thing we're not going to do as a people, especially black people, we're not going to take from ourselves. As a culture, we always try to give ourselves the best things that we can reach. So what that means is, if I got with an individual and had a baby, I'm not making the same call that my grandparents made. Because see, granddad said, I'm having a child. I got to do extra hours, get an extra job, plow a different field, whatever that situation was, so mama can stay at home and rear that child.
But you gotta remember too, how old was you when you met your grandfather?
When I met my grandfather,
We realized that's my granddad.
when I was 7, it's a hell of a story.
So my
I can tell
granddad,
you.
when I realized
My grandfather was
granddad,
Superman. I just want
he
you to
was
know that.
already like 50 something.
Mine was too.
So
But mine was Superman. I just
you
want
gotta
to tell you.
remember
It
those
could have been Superman.
Grandpa
Mine
was
Superman.
Mine was Superman.
Hold up,
Grandpa
Snap.
was
You know what my
dead at 30.
grandfather is, right?
I'm telling you,
All
mine
right,
was
then.
Superman.
My grandfather controlled the whole motherfucking city, one half of it anyway. But that's a whole different story. But
My
here's the
grandfather
thing, man.
walked 10
Here's the
miles to
thing.
work every morning. 4
If
o'clock
you
in the
look
morning.
at, if you look at right now, right, compared to what happened, if you look at from generations, our generation back to our parents, back to their parents. Whenever you had a child, the first thing that came to mind with a child coming, still in the belly, the parents start looking for ways to augment the sacrifice that's going to need to happen. Okay? Accountability. What happens as the parenting gets younger, they're not mature enough to make that call. So they lean on their parents to help them with that call. Before the baby born, I'm already sharing the responsibility with the grandparents. Time the baby hit dirt, that's our baby.
You said that earlier.
You see what I'm saying? But it's in a different way. You see what I'm saying? The accountability started at the seed inception. Like I always tell people, when you fuck up as a parent, anybody here think they know when they fucked up as a parent?
I do.
I can tell you the exact moment you fucked up as a parent.
I know when I did is when I started acting like I was their friend.
No, before then, would you fuck up as a parent? If you ever have a situation where you second guess your parenting with your child, when did that happen? I can tell you when it happened. When you dated the joint that had the baby, you already made a call on what kind of childbirth and child life your child was going to have
You didn't marry.
because you picked that mate.
But that doesn't dictate.
Ho, it does.
No.
It does, dude. Because look, if I pick a mate, right, and I have a baby with that mate, the responsibility of that child rests between me and that mate first.
He might know something.
And nobody else.
But
Nobody else. Hold on, Rodney.
Okay.
Nobody else. But if either one of us deviate from that accountability and responsibility, we bring other folk in.
All right, so listen.
Okay,
Let's see what you got to say.
So what I want to add to that is this. Okay, I understand it starts with the two individuals who come together, but not all the time is it based on just them being sound-minded individuals knowing about parenting that's going to make their children turn out correct.
Okay, let me ask you a question, man. What did you do when you first found out you was going to be a father? Did you know anything about being a father?
No.
Did you talk to any other fathers?
I've been around a lot of them.
That's the point. You had a point of reference from the men in your life.
Yes.
You did.
Good
and
man.
you
Yeah,
emulated.
I know.
Hold on. You emulated what you believe to be your best shot.
Okay, but see, what you got to realize is in the situation, I had many men who was.
Hold on, Rodney. You're missing my point. You emulated as a man what you believe to be your best shot as a parent, as a man.
Well,
you did. It wasn't no guesswork.
No, me personally, it was based on the fact that was my child.
But you making my point. You took the responsibility and accountability to say it's my child.
That's right.
Okay. So whatever this child gonna get when it first come out, I'm gonna give it to it.
Right. And I try to give it the best.
Right. So
all right, listen.
Look what happened with your son.
My sons are all doing well.
Thank you. That's the point that I'm making.
But at the same time, what I want to make clear is this. We sometimes have no jurisdiction over what's going to happen from
we
day
have
to
no
day.
jurisdiction
Because we got so many elements outside of the household
That's
that
what
plays a
Marvin.
factor.
I gotta come in. I gotta come in. Hey, Nate, I gotta come in. Cause we hey Nate, but we want to make sure we doing this on the show, right? That we not saying my way is the only way.
No, it's not.
No, because we got different views. See, one thing I learned about life, man, I can look at the same sunset and see something different.
True.
Than you can. True. You know what I'm saying? Now, what makes it right is the outcome. Huh? The outcome is what tell you if you made a good choice or not. It's the outcome.
Most equations have a sum.
Yeah, the sum of it.
So what's a good parent?
Man,
What is a good parent?
what is it?
Because it's not a book.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't think you
I
can
give you
learn.
my
I
idea of a
don't
good
have
parent.
kids. I was
I
adopted.
can tell you what my idea of a good parent
I was
is.
luckily adopted by a family member. My parents died, right? Way back in the day,
See,
you know,
everybody's experience different.
you know, drugs, whatever, you know what I mean? But I was just a chosen one. I was just blessed. Because my brothers and sisters was in some other situations, going from house to house, foster care. And I wish that I could. I think I am trying to go back as much as I can, try to get as much history on my parents, and parents, right? I don't know where I would have been. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I say, and it's not that maybe they didn't care. I just think at that time their condition. Not saying they ain't love us, but I always think, why would you have 7 kids and you not trying to take care of them? Like y'all said, in
But
the
here's-
club,
Hold on,
in the
before you go.
streets,
Let's
in the
hear what-
situation.
let's
That
hear
was
what some
back
of
and
the
said,
people-
what was their background?
Hey, hold on,
So
DJ.
when you look
Let's
at
hear,
that,
let's hear what some of the people that said, because we definitely on the podcast. This is what
We gotta get a call in here. Somebody call in and help us out.
So, hey, Rodney, what some of your people saying?
Hey, okay, so a lot of my people,
Definitely
they in here. One of them just said, "Great conversation." Another one asked, pretty much, what was the topic? I want to shout out. Hold on. No, the topic. Let me tell y'all what the topic is. You got a table of some powerful men who are talking some powerful information and just coming together to show support to one another. And
Tell
what
them
we
this though.
doing.
Only together we can. That's the topic. Only together
How
we
much?
can.
I like that.
Only together we can. See, cause
I like that.
like you know, I say this all the time. The toe can't get mad because ain't the finger. They do different operations, but they still work for the body.
so,
Still need them.
so
Still need
every
one-
part.
The one thing what I learned with my daughters, always explain to them, the mother is the south wind, which is warm, and it's nurturing.
Yeah.
I'm the north.
Cold.
It's cold. It stings a little bit. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
needed.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I still love
But it's structured.
structure.
Because when it gets cold, you gotta put some shit on.
You know, and so what's crazy is I laugh all the time, right? And I was telling my baby at 60, I said, look, you know, the other two sisters, I had a conversation. I said, right now, I'm the provider. When she turned 21, I'm the advisor. You know,
That's it.
You know,
That's
so,
right.
That's
so
right.
I always tell
I like
myself, I laugh sometimes. I said, man, I got an A in fatherhood, but I got an E in man.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm.
I said, you know, something, my older 2 daughters, when they turn 18, I should have just bought them some titties and let the titties take care of life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because real talk, man, parenting today is hard. You gotta remember, we only had certain channels, 5, 7, 9, and then once the news went off, TV,
TVO.
it went off.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers can watch
I ain't that old
24/7.
like that, but I
24.
I know.
bullshit,
I remember that.
24/7.
But that's why
Trash
parenting gotta evolve
24/7.
Yeah.
with the
Right.
answer. It's just like if I now we all, I guess I've been in the ring, you've been in the ring, some of us been in the ring, whatever, we play sports. But as I age, as a sports player, right, my adversary is different. My approach to the adversary is same game.
That's right.
I'm boxing,
That's right.
but I'm slowing down with
But
age.
you know, you say that,
So I gotta do a little different.
I tell my wife, we wake up different places. When I wake up, I gotta deal with the devil every fucking morning.
Now, is this as a black man?
As a
As a
fucking
black
man,
Oh, as a man.
I wake up, I gotta fight with the devil, man. You know, because the devil gives gifts too. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta wrestle.
I like that.
I gotta stay
Come
strong.
on.
I gotta be prayed up, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Now we
The
come
devil
to
man.
gives gifts too, man.
Hey, you can repeat that again. A lot of us get confused.
Yeah.
The devil give gifts too, and he puts us
Hey,
in a
bell
position
ring.
of really.
Somebody hit the bell.
Yeah.
That's a bell ring.
The
Yeah.
devil gives too, man.
Yeah.
You know?
But and we have to stay prayed up and focus on what the real objective is each day. What I did, and y'all mind me, man, because I got a lot of people tuning in,
Yeah.
and I'm making sure. So y'all, I thank everybody that's tuning in. This is the Man in the Mirror
Reunion,
first
baby.
reunion, and these some powerful brothers here, and y'all loving this conversation. I got quite a few people in here. So, but I just want to now you done made me lose my thought. But Nate standing there, looking Nate over here looking at me, right? Or did I turn?
Well,
that
let
right?
me chime in till you get your
go ahead.
faculties back. Man, it's definitely, man, who I surrender my members to. I definitely know that for a fact from experience. Man, when I purpose, and they, you know how we say to do the right thing in my heart, man, and stay prayed up and continue to try to not have no strings attached to helping if I can. Because helping ain't all. How about this? Helping ain't always giving somebody monetarily.
Helping ain't always help either.
Yeah, that's right.
Ain't
Always help.
ain't
That's what I'm
always
saying.
help.
Helping ain't always
All
giving.
help ain't good help.
But
Yeah.
no, I'm talking
That's what
about.
I mean.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
Always help.
Well, I'm talking about for the people who have a heart to help. Helping ain't always doing for somebody.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm
Sometimes helping be getting out the way.
getting out of the way. Because
Yeah.
the point I'm making is,
That's right.
man,
Get the fuck out
I know for a fact, man, it's him. He get all the credit. I shouldn't even be here by the laws of man, but by the grace of God, I'm here. By the laws of man, I shouldn't even be here. If I was looking at a movie of my life, I said, man, that fool gonna be dead in a few more.
You know, when you say that, right? I was at a funeral about 10 years ago, right? And the pastor first he said, man, it's sad that the good leave so soon. It's about 10 of y'all should been gone a long time ago. You know, and like I say, it's like the ones who are the most rotten. Don't try, don't give a fuck. No, they blessed. You know what I'm saying?
That fucks with me.
But
Cause I work hard.
It used to, but I try to do the right thing, man. Say, maybe he
And I
just
say,
keep
well, my
their ass
blessings
around
coming.
long enough to get better.
That's it. That's it right there.
Yeah,
Hold on.
baby.
He
Hit
keep
that.
them
Hit
here.
that.
He keep them here.
Hit that. That's
Them
it.
badass niggas here.
No, that's it. That's the love.
Because I'm one of them.
That's the love, Nate. Hey,
You know
Nate,
what I'm saying?
that's the
his
love. The love is so
Y'all-
ultimate.
I'm one of
Y'all
them.
spoke on that. You were Pastor Q.
Yeah,
I'm
you
wondering,
love.
I'm saying, how do these people
Come on, man.
get these blessings? How do
Yeah.
these and they cruddy, they fraud, they scam,
'Cause he
they
love 'em.
steal,
Sometimes the
they
devil get
steal, they
blessings.
rob, they
But
cheat.
no. Listen what he's saying. He love them.
He love him so
He
much.
love
He
him
gonna
so
keep
much.
here till they get better.
Yeah.
So
Say, look, if you got a good flower, right,
Yeah.
and it's already bloomed and all that, and you say, well, I'm gonna take some. I need a bouquet in the house, right? You're gonna go get the good looking flower, ain't you? You're gonna pluck up the good one,
Yeah.
right? And that one that's all withered up, and you're gonna try to put some love in it and try to get that one to bloom.
You wanted to bloom.
Yeah,
Same thing.
same thing.
So, you know, I had Q on the show one day, right? And he was talking about when people wake up and for, oh man, the enemy on my back, everybody's against me, the enemy this, the enemy that. He said it's not the enemy, it's the inner.
Yeah, inner me.
Enemy.
Yeah.
You know, I had to
It's
tell
the
a little girl,
in me.
yes,
Yeah.
I tell a little girl the other day, wow. I said, Sean, you keep dating fucked up dudes. You are what you attract. You know what I'm saying? You are what you
What does
attract.
it say?
So-
You are what you put out in the universe.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what you get back.
So
right?
now let me get back to where I was.
Oh,
I
he
know
got it, he
I
back.
got it. So
He
when
back.
you,
Got it,
was
Grams.
talk- when you was
Grams
talking,
is
when
back.
when you was talking about, you said that the devil gives you gifts, and what I was getting ready to say was, I know when I wake up in the morning, I know the first thing I have to do is start to prepare myself for my day, saying that I'm going to be aware of the gifts that may be given to me that I don't need.
Yeah.
Which you said,
Mhm.
hey, sometimes it's better for you or some people to get out your way.
Get
So
out the way.
what I do, I start in the morning first, giving honor and praise,
Mhm.
thankful that I'm awake.
Mhm.
The next thing, I start a small meditation, telling myself that I am in control of this day and that it's going to be a good day, regardless of anything else around me. And I've been doing this really, really
So
heavy.
You put yourself in a positive mode of operation.
Yeah, but you know something? When I start to realize, and it's been a very, very positive thing for myself, that as I've been moving forth, especially in the last 3 or 4 months, I have gotten to the point that I have now realized that with connecting with God, I control everything around me.
Let me ask you a question, Randy. Real
What's that?
quick. We call him the Father, right?
Yeah.
Now, you say you connect with him early.
Mhm.
Regardless what the day bring, you got some armor to go and fight with it, right?
That 1 through 5.
So, 1 through 5. Think about parenting. If you sit down with that joker 1 through 5 as his father
Come on.
and start him off right, I don't care what
He might leave it
hits him.
straight, but he coming back.
Let me ask you this, y'all.
He might
Yeah.
leave it straight.
He got enough
Let me ask you this.
in the start.
You talking
Yeah.
about one?
To
Okay.
fight with that
Let me ask
thing.
you-
That's
let-
right.
let me
That's
ask you
right.
this.
And get
That's
back.
right. That's
Even
right.
though we
That's
we
all
are
I'm
of
saying.
the
No.
age and the
I
hold
agree.
on,
Hey,
hold
and
on.
you know that they say that the most crucial time in a child's life is between 1 and 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what you start to establish within that child right there, you can see the characteristics of these individuals and see how they're going to start.
All right, let me
move.
hit you with this on social media real quick before you get started. 1 through 5 right now, you can drive around the Beltway and see kids 1 through 5 in a car seat. What they doing? They not talking to their parents.
On a tablet.
They
Oh,
on
no,
the
the
tablet.
tablet.
Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
God!
Already it's over.
Over. Yes.
Shit,
Oh,
they
yeah,
ain't
it's
over.
over.
They
That
might
was
not
it.
even in the
It's
car seat.
over.
They might not even be in the
But
car
it's
seat.
over, Phil.
They with the back with seatbelt.
But the point
2 years
it's
old.
over.
That's right.
You can give a 4
Foundation.
and he playing slots.
Hold
He
on,
can
y'all.
show you some stuff that you don't even know.
Hold up, y'all. Let me ask y'all something.
But when we
Let me
do
ask y'all a
that, we
question.
gave up that parenting.
Let me ask you a
accountability
question.
right
Let me ask you a question.
Gone.
Yeah, well, let me ask you a question.
But they the parents
If-
tired. They've been
if
working
the
on
baby-
They've been doing this.
let
They've
me
been
say
doing
that-
that. Check
Nigga,
this phone.
You can't get tired when you bust that nut 4, 5, 6 years ago.
Let me say this, y'all. Let me
That
say
nut
this.
told you, nigga, you is locked in, tide is over, party over, club closed, no more none of that until that joker can get up and do it on his
Well,
own.
let me say this.
That's that sacrifice we don't
First
talk
of all,
about.
first of all, if you say you're God's child, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and we look at character, we look at metaphor about being a child, right?
Mhm.
Especially 1 through 5, right? So babies like shiny things, right?
Mhm.
Let's
Oh,
say,
the monkey trap.
okay, no, let's say the baby like you see a big old butcher knife. It's
Some of them do. You
okay,
can
come
tell.
on, it's shiny,
Now
right?
I'm getting guns.
It's right, okay.
Shit.
Baby just shot somebody the other day.
Yeah.
Okay, well listen.
Rio
So
Chafayo.
yeah, listen.
What the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
but the baby like shiny things, right?
Mhm.
So if the baby picking up a butcher knife, I'm just using the butcher knife as an example. And you the father, and you see the baby get ready to pick up the butcher. Love butcher knives. Always does. I don't want to play with nothing else. Ain't you gonna take that butcher knife from the baby,
You done
and
that
then
right.
you gonna start trying to train the
Train
baby
to
to
stay
stay
away
away
from that
from
knife.
the
Butcher knife. Yeah.
Right?
1 through
Right,
5.
right.
So we talking about. I don't care how old you is. You a baby to God.
Mhm.
I don't care how old you is. You could be 100 years old. You ain't number one to him. You a baby,
So when you
and
say
he
that,
keeping us from butcher knives all the time.
so back
you-
up with Rodney.
If you hold up for me, I'm gonna make the point. If your life is God guided, then even though you went through what you went through, and you said it, he gonna take the butcher knife from you and put you back on track.
That's right.
That's how it works.
So like, my ride to work is an hour, right? So when I get
Damn,
to
we working. Oh,
no,
shit.
'cause I live in Marlboro, I work in Hyde. So I'm 301 all
Okay,
the way to
yeah,
202.
yeah, got it.
So my halfway point, so when I'm riding, drinking my coffee, listening to the radio. My halfway point, I put on my motivation music. It could be fucking Patty Bell, it could be Rick Ross, but being that I work in the school system, right? I'm dealing with a lot of bullshit. It's 3 things that I always remind myself before I put the car in park. 1, I'm not going back and forth. I'm not going out of my way. And 2, on the third one, I'm not gonna argue with a motherfucker who can't write and curse. You know what I'm saying?
You always say that.
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not. So you gotta know, like,
That's real shit though.
when you wake up in the
And
morning,
you want to say you look
Hey,
dumb.
only old man in the mirror
when you
you.
wake up in the morning,
Hey, this is a classic, man.
and
This
you,
is
your
a
wife
classic.
is, yeah. You
Yeah.
can say some shit back,
I'm like,
but then the shit will escalate. Hey, let me just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Stay quiet. Yes,
Get out the way.
baby. You right. I love you.
Yeah.
And move on.
Come on.
Because one thing I learned with a woman, my grandfather taught me, you can't argue with something that can bleed for 7 days and don't die.
Come on.
And that's real. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Hey, look.
Hit that bell right there, nigga.
You know, my wife, one thing I said about my wife,
Hey,
Keep you in my
look, the
ass
old people
some
back in the
days.
day used to say some shit,
and I
right?
don't argue with her.
Bullshit.
But I know a lot of it,
But it live forever.
she wants the best sometimes her delivery ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes her tone ain't right. You know. So
But information.
But I gotta be like, I'm on myself before I say some shit.
Yeah.
That I
Can't take back.
Hey, my mother said this one there. My mother got a lot of sayings, man. God rest her soul. She got a lot of sayings, right? But she said, if I tell you, like she would tell you to do something and you be questioning, if you or you try to say, oh, she said, if I tell you your aunt can put a plow, don't ask me how.
All right, let me just say this, man. On another note, right? We got a whole lot of food shit over here, right?
Yeah.
It's getting cold.
But we got my way.
But are we doing the show, or we gonna have an after party?
We
What is
doing the show.
I
want to say,
make a jump, go to the microwave if you want to eat. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
but I just want,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
wanted to say this.
Because we've been on
I'm
over an hour.
piggybacking off what Horde
I'm
said.
gonna grab me a plate. I'll be right back.
Look,
I'm right
hey,
with
look,
you, all.
I'm gonna say this on the
thing
air.
up, baby.
Let me say this. Hey, hold on. Let me say it on the air. I made my special chicken, but we only get one a piece because I only made enough for one piece a piece. But it's big. It's a nice big piece.
But one thing I've learned. One thing
I'm over there.
One thing I'm still learning,
Special.
right? And talking to some older cats, right? What Coach was just saying about him and his wife, that example he just gave, it comes with discipline, man.
Yeah.
Discipline and sacrifice.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And then those two, it comes with patience. And that's what a lot of us don't have.
But see, focus field.
And that's why I'm glad I'm with y'all, brothers.
What I'm
because I take
saying-
these examples.
What I said in the very beginning, everybody is solidified around this conversation.
Yeah.
In age 1 through 5,
Mm-hmm.
that discipline you just talked about,
Mm-hmm.
that accountability, all of that shit, it's applied 1 through 5. But it happens after you bust that nut and she say, I'm pregnant. You got to understand that the word sacrifice just came live.
I heard that.
It just came live.
Mm.
And if you are not willing as a parent to accept the fact that sacrifice is now a big part of your existence, that child chances are minimized. Because I don't give a fuck what the adversary they're going to face. If you don't make yourself available to build the type of person that can fight that adversary or come back to you and ask you for help,
Oh yeah.
the game is over.
Well, hey, okay.
So bad parents have them at the nut.
Hold up,
hold
up.
But go ahead. Let me say this. The game ain't over because we got still a lot of individuals out there that put the work in to help other people, children.
No,
So-
we talking about being a good parent.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
I ain't talking about the life of the child.
yeah,
He
but
asked about
but
what
listen,
makes
but
a good
listen.
parent.
So-
Hold on. We're not talking about good parents. We've been talking about bad parents.
No.
We've been talking about bad
yeah,
parents.
yeah.
When did it start going bad? Right?
So what about the
The same time they go bad, same time they go good.
Well, that's true. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
But what I've been
Hey, you
trying,
gonna heat in
what-
that up, man? You gonna get in there?
I'm caveman.
what
Okay,
I've been
I
trying
wish
to,
you,
what I've been trying to share is not to go against anything that's been said, because everything y'all been saying is correct. What I've been trying to add to it is awareness of what we're really up against as well. And I have an example to what I'm talking about. And I mentioned this before on one of the shows. Several years ago, I was at my sister's house in the kitchen, and I walked from the kitchen and went into the living room, sat down on the couch. And when I sat down on the couch, a Lipton tea commercial came on. It was even a super short commercial, maybe about 30 seconds, right? After the commercial went off, I wanted tea. I said, damn, they just programmed me just that damn fast, right? But see, this is the thing. I knew what happened, right? But this is what we got to understand. It don't make no difference that I knew what just happened. When they reached my subliminal, that desire became real.
Yes.
So this is what we got to understand.
Yeah.
When our children are out here against these modern day influences, they're more than influences, these modern day manipulations, they're creating feelings and perspectives in these children that they are not yet developed enough to go against.
Yeah.
So when I say so that ain't got nothing to do with good parenting or bad parenting.
It's
So
actually
we need to know this.
right. Actually, and that's something real powerful that you're talking about, because for real, a lot of us have to look at the elements outside of the ring,
Absolutely.
and we got to see what we're fighting against. That's what I've been doing for over the last. I'm probably the oldest in here, and I can.
you the oldest.
Okay, I ain't mad. Hey, I give.
That's a
I give-
blessing,
hey,
right?
that's a blessing for
That's
me,
a
bro.
blessing.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm just saying that because I'm the second oldest.
Yeah, but the real deal is this, and I say this for the viewers or Man in the Mirror and the people that's watching. This is not here just us throwing voices around and loud voices. This is some serious stuff.
Absolutely.
I just want to tell this guy, I just got a call from Moses. He wants his chariot back.
Oh, no.
That's fine.
I went way over my head. Yo,
I thought
So-
you asked what tablet first.
The first tablet.
but
We got that. What that is, man?
I ain't paying. I don't know. That went way over my head. So what we got to realize is this.
Probably what's in this bag right
Oh, those are steak. Turkey sub sandwiches.
What?
Yeah.
You see, you missed that, huh?
So you all you got to do is you can cut them. You can cut them and take a piece.
Smart
Take
man.
one. But this is something that we got to realize, and this is what I've been experiencing. I am a lot older than quite a few of you, and I'm gonna tell you something. I am just in my stage in my life where I'm really starting to understand the subliminal messages and all the things that has been done to me and all the people around us, pausing us
Absolutely.
on how we function with one another.
Absolutely.
It is imperative that we start to what I call a detox, which I've been doing. You detox yourself from all that negative energy
Nonsense, yeah.
and
That's
get
it.
to a point where you start to really start to
Ear gate, eye gate.
get inside of you. You got to get to know who you are,
Oh, absolutely.
because a lot of us are running blind. We wake up in the morning. Let me say this.
Yep.
What you hear, you cut on the news, is good not even to cut it on in the morning.
No,
I hate it. I
sir.
hate it.
You know,
No,
Hey,
sir.
I
right?
got mine on.
Yes,
sir.
cut- hey,
When I get to
hey,
work, they
look,
watching the news.
No,
you cut it on in the morning and start your day off bad.
Absolutely.
When you start to hear about all the nonsense that's going on, you go into your day with nonsense.
Absolutely.
That's right. You
So,
right.
so what
Absolutely.
you got to do, we got to start to detox ourselves into a point where we start to set the pattern. That's why I say in the morning, first thing I do is I give honor and praise to my Lord and Savior. But then I also say to myself, it's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful
Oh, this
day,
ain't right, y'all.
and I'll be in control.
That's right. That's
I'll
right.
be in
Ron.
control.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what I
That's
give
right.
to other people.
That's right.
Hey, let me say this, brother, joke, right? You should ask how did Moses got your number. He must be in there.
Don't let him do that, man. Don't
No,
let him,
no.
don't
you
let him
missed
do
it.
that.
I said I talked to Moses a few minutes ago. Rodney could have came back with saying, "How did Moses get your number?
Uh,
If you ain't just as old as me."
So I knew sometimes what I learned,
That's my man.
sometimes our actions, our behaviors determines our children's future. What I mean by that, I got 3 daughters. And I got 3 daughters because of the way I treated women.
Hey, Slim,
When I
don't
was
hey,
young.
hard. Slow down, man.
So I tell my daughters,
Slow down.
I have to teach y'all the game. Y'all got bullseyes on your back.
Slow down.
Right.
Hard.
From the
Yeah.
shit I
18.
did
18
Uh,
women.
in my early
Right.
teens and 20s and 30s.
Slow down, hard.
So-
Get off my feet.
I tell them, like, I have girls because the way I treated women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Me
Hey,
too,
hey,
man.
Hey, but hey,
I
hey,
got
hey,
10
hey,
daughters.
hold on. But let me add to that. And guess what? When I have one biological daughter and one stepdaughter, and then I got many adopted daughters, right? But let me tell you when God really tampered with my spirit. When my daughter was born, my whole narrative changed on how my daughter was going to be treated as far as I was concerned. Not thinking about the daughters that I was messing with and sleeping with and doing things with prior to my daughter being born. God revealed to me, then he said, what about the way you treated her? Do you want some
Somebody treat
man
your daughter
to treat your daughter that way? And then it started to come to me, the realization
that I had to change the way I was operating.
Well,
So-
they call that in the Bible. They call it iniquity. You know what I'm saying? Iniquity.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
My mother told
Hey,
me,
look.
she said,
Hey, he dapping up
every
over
heart
here.
you broke.
I ain't just like that.
You know,
And it's
Now I got
crazy.
10 of them.
But you know what's crazy though? Like growing up, let's say this. Let's talk about this puppy thing, right?
So I can't really.
I have a problem
I'm good.
when
You gotta try that.
drugging or getting women drunk for some ass. You know what I'm saying?
That's a self-esteem issue right there.
We come from an era where a lie get you more ass than, you know what I'm saying?
He ain't gonna put no work in.
And I had no respect.
When I was a teenager, getting them drunk.
That was a choice.
I don't know.
He didn't have to do
When
that.
they started that balling
That
stuff.
was all a choice.
Cause look, when I was a teenager, we sneak them in the basement, and we had no
Personal
money or
self.
nothing.
The flamination.
We had no money or nothing.
Mhm.
We talk,
all of the-
speak to them, and get them in the
But
basement.
all that he had, he still didn't
Nowadays-
believe it was enough for him to
Enough.
get it the way he wanted.
Yep.
There's something wrong with him inside.
Yeah.
I know the man personally. I'm telling you.
Nate, when you was
It's an
young,
inside
when you
job.
was young, Nate,
Mhm.
Nate, when you was a teenager, did you have to have some money to get a female?
I got put. That's why I got $10.
And they, right, that's what I was going to say, boo.
We had to have no money.
Shit, they got 10 things.
Yeah.
I got 15 kids.
But thing, I mean,
$10.
yeah.
Well, I mean, when you look at the news, it's all a distraction.
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's all distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Probably keep me from what's really real.
Because they
Let
behind
me say this.
closed doors
Let me say this.
signing legislatures
Yeah, let me say this.
while we watching this.
Listen, listen. Now, you know, we only say this on here, and because most people ain't gonna say this. It's all about control. Whatever it takes for me to stay in power and control everyone else.
That's the message.
Yeah, that's the whole.
That's the MO.
Yeah, that's the
Modus
MO.
operandi.
Yeah, that's the whole goal.
Those in power must stay in power.
That's the whole goal.
That's human nature, though.
Is to stay in power.
That's human nature.
It's the whole goal, though.
Yeah.
Like, look. Say something like you get ready to try to, like, especially like us. This can be real. Elephant in the room.
Mhm.
Let's say us. Talking about you gonna try to overthrow something. You in trouble.
You been shot, nigga.
Yeah, you in
be
trouble.
Fred Hampton, Malcolm X. You gonna be all that.
Most of them can't overthrow our wives. I'm talking about government, you know what I'm saying? That's the arrogance some people get.
But you got to understand something. You said it earlier. We're a movement, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you got a collective whole going in one direction, it's a
power.
movement,
It's power.
right? It's powers in numbers. But if
They
those
don't-
numbers have the ability to multiply out of control,
So that's very safe. They don't
I
want. They
got
don't
to
want.
kill the seed.
They don't want that.
Yeah.
It's
Mm-mm.
just like a weed. If you watch a weed grow in your grass, you cut it much as you want, it's gonna come back.
You want to come back? Well,
But if you want to get rid of it,
Mhm.
roots, you gotta go get the roots.
Yep.
baby. So every time that the power structure, the B
It's
is
happens over here.
in a
Support that
position,
bag.
you look at it, the Panthers, all those movements, they had no armament enough to overthrow the government. But what they had was a movement that, if allowed to grow,
We got to play.
Good
Everybody else
on.
got to play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's how we identified this thing early.
Yeah.
Eradicate that rule.
Yeah, we got
I
to play
mean,
over here.
you know what's wild over
ain't
there?
no more. Just use the
It's cool to be around some good dudes. And we can just have courageous conversation. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no lights, ain't no cameras, ain't no women around us. We just fellas.
It's just off the top.
And I think men need the fellowship more.
Yeah,
So when a woman gets her heart broke,
Did he say-
all her girlfriends run over there with chicken and wine, and they'll spend the weekend with her.
Hey, Nicky, somebody asked, did you say you had 15 kids and 10 daughters?
15 kids, 10 daughters, 5 sons. Yes, indeed, baby.
Okay. Yeah, well, he just confirmed that. Yes, that's what he said. That's Nate Jenkins.
Then put it back
Stay
on.
away from them.
8 natural, 7 adopted. All day, every day. But I'm dad number
Stay
1.
away
All
from
day,
them.
every day.
Don't look at
Single
them
father.
directly.
Trust me that.
He like the sun. Don't look them directly in the eye.
Well, I'm saying,
Like,
like, women have a stronger bond than men. What I mean by that, when women get her heart broke, her girl was gonna spend a weekend with her, wine,
Listen to what you
chicken
just
waffles.
said. Mm-hmm.
When the man get his heart broke, first thing his boys say,
You're not
"You
one.
should never fuck with that bitch in the first place."
But guess what? Because you ever heard this term misery love company?
Yeah.
A woman will allow herself to be miserable and gain company. A man's pride will not allow him to get to that point of misery that he invites in company.
Especially if he was wrong.
Think about, can I ring that bell one time?
Yeah.
Ring that bell. Ring that bell. You know why? And we talk about this all the time. We live in a learned behavior society. Right? This behavior was learned to us from the time 16, 19 when they brought that ship over here. You dig what I'm saying? They took away. Now you go back to the villages, when a man got injured and came in from war, got injured, the whole village got around him helping him.
Right.
Here, man got injured, he was discarded. He had no more value.
On his own.
That was from slavery, Slim. And we done picked that up and ran with it and made it our own. But our women, misery loves company.
So when you say that, I'm watching National Geographic one day, right? And the apes was at the river. So the alpha male, the alpha ape, main mother, gator grabbed his ass and took him under. A gator. They was in the water, right? By the time the apes got to the top of the hill, they had a new fucking alpha male. And his wife and kids had
Went with that motherfucker.
Yeah. And I said, God damn, Slim.
That's the same shit we do.
But there ain't nothing changed. Ain't
Hold
nothing changed.
on. It's the same shit we do. Let me go to jail.
Yeah.
Huh?
You
Let the law call the gator to get his ass. What's going to happen to this woman?
So look,
It might be the next door neighbor's buddy.
It might be. His buddy, the next nigga up. Next man up in the crew.
Might be that nigga brother.
That's the next alpha.
Shit.
Hold on now. Let me hit you with some dumb shit.
And tell everybody, yeah,
I
all
got
the
it,
food
bro.
is real delicious.
I'm ready to move to another town. I picked her boyfriend. Because I think I'm the alpha male.
I cooked that.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
This your nigga right here. This the only you got that can replace me. My man right here.
you chose your replacement.
Chose her replacement. She said,
Yes.
nigga, you was a goddamn fool. But guess what?
It was real.
Hey, but you know, man, we do have the picture and everything. I'm sorry, it's a lot of people tuning in. I just
Yeah,
again,
go ahead.
Let us know what they're saying, baby.
Hey, listen, this man in the mirror. This is the first reunion. All these guys in here are some positive black men who have podcasts. They have other type of things that they do outside of just getting up, going to work. We are a team of men who believe in coming together to do some positive structures together to make sure that we are making a change in our community. And one of the things that Man in the Mirror deals with and is most definitely is the elephant in the room.
Yes, sir.
That is the truth. So you're listening to a lot of the conversations. We're not just in here pounding away, making a lot of noise. We are gentlemen who get out here on a daily basis, give back to the community, making a difference in our schools, home. But if each one of us could say kind of what you do, what's your profession?
Well, what they pay me for is a passion. I work with substance abuse and mental health. What I do is soul win.
And what about you,
That's
Nate?
what I do.
You just said you're a school teacher now,
I'm a
right?
consultant, and one of my contracts is to teach school at a boot camp for Wayward Youth. I teach math, GED prep.
I'm in business finance, training, and relentless opportunities. With integrity.
With integrity.
With integrity, though.
Relentless.
Yes, sir.
Relentless.
There's a lot
I'm
of people
31
that
years
say-
in the PG County school system, school security, man.
very important.
What about you, Phil?
Go ahead.
I'm an assistant property manager. I've been in property management for I'm going on my maybe 16th year, 2025, and I mainly deal with subsidized housing, women's homeless shelters, those that life has been disrupted by domestic violence. They need a place to stay. And Focus Radio, man, advocate for the missing and murdered people. I started my platform based around the story of Alicia Rudd, 8-year-old homeless girl that went missing from a DC General Homeless Shelter with a 51-year-old creep that killed his wife, killed himself, and now we're here. What's this? 2000. Now we're here almost 11 years later. Still no signs of Alicia Rudd.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And many of us, the reason why I wanted to take that opportunity is to let y'all know that we have more. It's not just us, this group of men. We have a lot of black men just like this that's out here doing this stuff.
Hold on. Somebody asked something. Hey, Horace, if you're watching this, what's my man name? Not Horace. That's Jose. Jose. Hobby. Hobby. If you want to join it, man, you can call 301.
Hobby on it?
We'll be there.
Yeah, 301-761-1040.
Oh, and I want to say something.
Anybody can call us right now at 301-761-1040.
Hey, you know, you said
we are a second chance credit property management company. In other words, so we don't base anything off of credit. We prefer to help people that have the vouchers, IZ zoning, rapid rehousing. I got 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms, man, available.
I gotta
And,
talk to Dewey.
That's what we do, man. I've been dumping it for a long time, man. At least almost 18 years now. Actually, I worked not too far from here, Glendale. I was a top leasing agent 3 years in a row in Prince George's
I
County.
knew that about
Right here, Glendale.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I want to say this.
I need to move.
We'll talk afterwards.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to say
I got
this.
it, man. I got it.
It's relationships. And what we doing here, we want to be an example. You know, you get with trends, get with this trend. A trend of men supporting one another. You know what I'm saying? For the common goal of building men and communities. You know what I'm saying? But you know, this is what we want you to trend with.
But you know, some touch back what you said, and I talked to my daughters about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said you got your credit and your reputation. Mm-hmm. You can fuck your credit up, and you can rebuild your credit. Mm-hmm. When you fuck your rep up,
it's what it is.
It's done.
It's what
Right.
it is.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
You done.
Oh my God.
But it's the truth though.
Right.
You can make one wrong mistake and be remembered by that though. I'm small in life.
Right.
As a reputation, you can do so, and it's always gonna come back to. You remember she did that? You remember he did that?
Yeah.
You done 2 million good things after that. But you remember? Oh, that was the one that was. Oh no, I ain't fucking.
Oh, she lived there with them too.
Yep.
Hey. Oh, real quick, but to piggyback on with it, and who's the individuals who most do that to you? Your family members, people.
Absolutely.
I mean, people the closest to you will be the one that would never let you forget. Why is that?
Why is that?
I can't answer that question.
Okay, I got a theory.
Yeah, go ahead, give it to me.
Just like we said earlier, what happened with the bad people? He wanted to be around long enough. Yeah. He wanted the thing to hurt enough for change. Yeah. If a stranger came to you with your worst of the worst, you like, I don't know that Bible. But let your mama come to you with it.
Yeah, that hurt.
You know,
Or your daughter come to you with it.
You know what's crazy, right? You know, I
You know
work
what I'm
with
Yeah.
Pain brain change.
Yeah. So I want to say this, right? Great dialogue. There's a great dialogue, and it's a whole lot more wealth of knowledge right at this stage. But I think is we have a whole population of young men that have no idea about wisdom. They have no idea, like so many of our young men still positive, but clueless.
Yes.
There's a great disconnect from the knowledge we carry to the ones that need it just as much as we do.
You know why?
Yes.
There's no man in that house. What I mean by that, those who love dogs. You go to a breeder to buy a dog, right? What's the first thing you say?
Yeah.
Let me see the father. Let me see the father.
I got to verify the pedigree.
Yeah, and if the father
Thanks,
beat,
appreciate you.
then you see that pedigree on me. You know, we got a lot of boys out here.
That's a good one there. Hold on, get that.
And I'm not saying
That's a good one there.
women
Wayne
do a
Coach.
tremendous job, but you need that father.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You need that north wind.
You know, the north wind.
You need the north
You need
wind.
it.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I'm talking to my oldest daughter the other day, and I'm saying, look, you know, my middle child, I said, look, the world, the way the universe is set up, you got laws for men, you got laws for women. I say, baby, when you go buy a car, first thing you look for is a Carfax, right? I said, baby, when you marry a man, meet a man, he's looking for your whole family. You know what I'm saying? You can fuck that wrong dude, one fucked up nigga, fuck your life up. You know what I'm saying? It's not how many you fuck, it's who you fuck.
That's what I was saying about when you fuck up as a parent.
Yeah.
At the nut.
At the nut, Nate.
At the nut.
They saying that, then. And you came
He
back.
verified it.
But in reference to that horse, I ain't gonna get all into it. Badass breakup. A lot of shit was done to me.
But did you know going into it?
Hold on.
No,
Hold on.
horse. No. Uncle Ray speak on. Uncle Ray speak on. Absolutely. Listen, not blaming everything.
You put the saddle on.
Not blaming everything on her.
That horse.
Not blaming everything on her, but 70%.
When the horse do it,
30%.
We got goddamn right, Nate.
No.
And I'm gonna tell my story.
Hold on. Phil.
Goddamn right. No.
You right.
Us as men, all these niggas fucked up. Oh, ain't no good men out here. Ain't no this. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And red, like Horse telling his daughter, red flags need to be noticed on both ends.
That's why I'm gonna stop.
Hold on.
How much you gonna take?
Oh,
Yeah, I know he. I know he disrespectful. Oh, I know he this. Oh, I know he that. Oh, I know he fucking other women. I know he doing this. I know this nigga ain't got no job. He ain't trying to do nothing. He don't take care of his kids. This, that. But guess what? We'll bypass that. It's women, even as men.
But she need to look at that mirror and say, that's your
I'm
shit.
looking in the mirror. I'm holding myself accountable.
Is it safe to say?
We show the representative for everything.
Ask
Especially
the
black people. Especially black people.
Is it good to say that safe sex will prolong a bad situation?
She's goddamn right.
Now let me say this, Horse.
Yeah,
Let me say this.
Don't get the kids. Don't get kids involved and get married. Like you already seen the red flags.
Let me say this.
It's gonna be worse.
I got
Why you
experience.
scared of
Okay, listen.
That's
Hold on.
what I'm telling you. Nate, from my experience.
Let me get this. I got experience.
You gotta see the red flags too. It ain't
I
about
got
niggas fucked up out
experience.
here.
About her red flag, about the red flag you see in her.
Facts.
Not about what she see in
That's
you.
why that mirror right there. This is what we do. See the mirror. I gotta take responsibility. Listen to this.
He been ducking that
I've
mirror
been
in the
on.
butt.
I've been. Hey, listen. You know what the old time
I'm looking at myself. You dumb motherfucker.
I was just like
No
that.
bullshit.
Hold on, I was just like that before I met my wife. Just before I met my wife, I was in a relationship like that, right? And the dude told me, he said, he had experience, right? He said, man, I stayed in a relationship long beyond the expiration date.
Yeah. Milk say it was done. But how many times we taste the milk to see if it's still powdered? Pull it out, see if it's lumpy.
And guess what? And guess what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, right?
Keep that mirror right there.
That's what, because I can keep it real right here.
Keep
This is what I do. I'm transparent. I hold myself accountable, not saying that's why I say 70%. That's
You
real.
seen it. No, 70
real.
cent. 70 cent, it ain't her.
It ain't her.
What you mean?
It's yours, motherfucker.
But listen, when she showed you what she was doing,
She
right?
showed you who she was, and
you
you
didn't
say,
believe it.
I'm getting what I want.
say your man?
Put that shit
What you
on
say
the
your
shelf.
man did?
He said he stayed in a relationship.
So what you
long
do?
beyond
Just
the
get blind
expiration
to
And guess
it?
what?
You put the blinders
And
on.
that's what we do.
When you see that shit ain't right,
So it's a learning
If
experience.
that's what we
Get what
do.
you want. But the way to learn
that
is,
getting what I
the
want
way to learn
allows me
is-
to put that shit on the
I gotta
shelf.
look at myself.
You do.
That's why I
Because I'm
gotta look at
selfish.
myself.
But you ain't looking at yourself when you first come in this
No, we ain't
situation.
talking about it. We talking about right now.
Everything is a
Like,
representative.
this is what I'm saying.
Hold on,
right
hold on,
now.
Especially with black people. We gonna show you all the good
Hold on,
shit.
Phil. Let me
We
hit
talking
you
right
with
You
now.
this.
looking at the picture,
Hold
but
on.
you don't know how you got to the picture.
Let me hit you with this proverb real quick. It said, whenever I find myself injured, battered,
Mhm.
or in a fucked up situation, it's because at some point early on, back in the past, I made a decision based upon selfish and self-centeredness that later put me in a position to be hurt.
Fetal position. Let me tell you,
Put me in a position to be hurt. I did that.
And you know what? And we just tell her
Went back to a baby.
This
Look
man
in the mirror and say, I did that.
I did that.
So you can't give her 70%.
Listen, this is what we
Because if you wasn't there,
This
that
is
70% would
what
never
man
happen.
in the world
Hold up,
It would
though.
happen to
Found
somebody
out
else.
taking responsibility for
It would
everything
happen
in
to
my
somebody
life.
else.
It's three things
Oh.
that happen. Hold on. It's three things that happen in my life, but it all got to do with me.
Okay.
Either I did it, or I allowed it, or I responded in a negative fashion. So it started with me and end with who?
Why you get in with me?
Yeah. So that's what. But you know something? All of us have to be responsible for our situation in relationships. Like you said, a lot of us, as long as we getting what we want at that time, we put everything else on the shelf, and we'll play like we didn't see it when you already knew that. Let me tell you something. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is real. We talking about flags. Say you meet a young lady, and she's in a relationship, and she decides that she's gonna have
meet a young lady. You just
She-
flag.
Yeah,
Wait a minute, excuse me.
Meet a young lady. She's in a relationship. I'm meeting her. She already in a relationship.
Right,
Flag.
right? And then
Not for us. We gonna keep on going.
But we going there. You
How
go.
far can we
What
go?
would you-
Don't say
hey,
us,
Nate,
motherfuckers. Say
Nate,
you.
Nate. Hey, Nate, what'd you say though? You say you put it on the shelf.
Nate.
So hold on. Let me finish. But see, this is where we also we talking about when this gonna go in the whole realm of us as individuals and being in this country and how we move as black men. We got to change some of these narratives on how whole lot. We got to be responsible because let me tell you something. First of all, anytime that you approach a woman and come to find out she's married, it's your responsibility to back off immediately.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, time out. When you say she's married, she might be married and faithful, but she know who got next.
Yeah, but
Well,
guess
but-
what?
but
It's
hold.
still your
The
responsibility
responsibility.
to back the fuck up.
It's your
Because if you stand in that gap,
Yep.
everything that come behind that,
It's on you.
That's what the whole
Hey,
nigga.
Hey,
That's what the
hit
whole
the bell. Hit the
That's my
bell.
horse.
Hit
Hold
the
up.
bell.
hold on, let me say this.
But hold
Let me
up.
say this. From 1619 until today, we have been deprived of the things that we desire. So when we get a taste of something that we desire, we will pay the heaviest price
Come on.
to continue to feel that I'm getting what I desire.
Yes.
Okay? Because we've been conditioned
Come on.
not to be acceptable to anything.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to have it. So guess what? If she slob the knob, Slim, I don't give a fuck where she come from, where she going. While she with me, while she on that joint, I'm like this,
And
and
happy.
I don't give a fuck. Okay?
But let me say,
I'm being honest.
hey, but hold on.
Facts.
Again. Hey, listen. Wait. Hey, but listen.
Hit that bell.
Facts.
Hey,
Facts on that one.
You know that's the word.
gentlemen.
Hey, hard. When he like this,
But Nate,
nigga don't
Hey.
care.
but Nate, keep it real. Use that as that. Use that as that. But we ain't gonna do that. We gonna
So-
try to build a relationship.
so,
and that
hey,
motherfucker
Jim.
slob that knob short
Look,
like
look,
that. Everything
look.
else fucked up though.
You gonna keep it for that?
but listen.
Keep it for that.
But guess what?
And I heard you all already.
Hold it. Listen up. This is where, again, which you was talking about earlier. And let's get back on the real tip with some seriousness on this. This is where we got to make the changes. We talk about the young men and females out here. We got to start setting the precedent for them to understand
Absolutely.
that when you get in a situation and you see them red flags, pay attention to them. Back up, put yourself in a position that you don't accept nothing that's not going to benefit you in your future.
Hey man, once we get the courage to say no, life will say yes.
So
Go ahead.
let me say
Hit that
this.
bell, Slim.
Let me say this.
Know your worth.
The
Set your own bar. Set it high.
The flags that we trying to find in her is really you.
Come on, man.
If you have a standard for yourself and you
Thank you.
have some goals for
Thank you.
yourself,
Come on, bro.
Thank
some
you.
self-discipline,
Thank you.
then can't anything just come along that pathway.
Right.
So those flags that we trying to convict her of is really you swerve.
They-
But
That's
what's the name of this
You
show?
are what
That's
you
really
attract.
you.
What's the
The
name
man
of
in
it?
mirror,
Bird.
Listen,
Man
we
in the
ain't
mirror.
just- Let me say this to y'all. We're not just saying man in the mirror so it sound like Michael Jackson. We ain't saying that.
We
This
talk
is an action practice.
Yes.
This is something you practice. And if you practice it on a daily basis, I'm telling you, your life will be much easier.
But I'm gonna go back to what you just said, right, Marcus?
Accountability.
Hold
Go
on,
back and
Phil,
say-
but it ain't 70% no more. Can we knock that shit off now? Can we knock that shit off? Put 100% on Phil? Can we put 100% on
Come
Phil?
on, Phil.
Can we put 100%
We're
on
gonna keep
Phil?
it 70% on
No,
today.
motherfucker.
I might change
No,
that show.
motherfucker.
Fuck that.
This man in the
She's
mirror,
fucked
dude.
up. She's fucked up.
Look at that mirror.
When you met her,
Mm.
were you whole or broken?
I didn't hear.
Oh.
Just jumping out of something else. So
Okay, so guess what?
Hey.
Put that 100% in the mirror,
Listen, that was by
Phil.
myself. Hey, look, hold up. Was by myself at first.
You was broken.
Phil.
Moved her in.
Phil,
This
you was
won't work. We
broken.
got these plans.
Who
You
moved
was
in?
broken.
Hold on.
Hey, stop for a minute.
Who
Hold.
moved in?
Huh?
Who moved in?
I moved her in my joint.
Oh,
Who?
so who did it?
Who did it?
Me.
Who was
Look
the
right
first?
there, look right there,
Hey.
look right
Who was
there.
the first? That eye, right?
Yeah.
You was broken.
Right.
Look at that mirror right there.
Hold on. Who moved in?
Never had to
That
sound
man
close
who
to
moved
hear
in
about
right
myself
there?
and get to know
Oh,
me.
Phil.
Fuck that
Who
shit.
moved her in?
I hate to say it like that. Look at
Who?
the mirror. That's the
Look at the
guy.
mirror.
Point at him. Point at him.
That's 100% in that mirror, Phil. It ain't 70, it's 100% in that mirror, Phil. Look at that mirror and say, I did it.
Look,
I did it.
Oh,
I
look
did
in
it.
the mirror
I did it.
and put 100% on Phil.
That's it.
let me leave this nugget.
No, man.
Let
That's
me
a
leave
Hold
this
on, we
nugget.
can't let him get away. We can't let him get away.
Go.
We
Let-
can't let him get
Hold on,
away.
hold on.
We can't let him get away.
We know where you at. He know he
No,
guilty.
no. We can't glass over it.
No, but hold up.
He's
But
still
I want to go
talking
back to
about
what you
70%.
just said, right? When you
Right.
said set your know your worth, set your that's in life, period.
Absolutely.
I ain't
Why
selling
did you do
myself.
it, Phil?
I ain't selling myself
We
for
fishing,
shit.
man. We
Shut
fishing.
up.
We fishing.
42 years old, I'm not
We
selling
can't let him
myself.
get away.
2025.
He
Set
we
my
can't
own
get
bar.
him to go.
If you ain't on that level,
We
if
can't
you
own
on
that
that
level.
level, fuck with you.
What happened in 2024 was in that mirror, Phil. 100%.
no doubt.
You did that
No
shit.
doubt. No doubt.
So say it, Phil.
Let me
Nice
Let me
guys
say
finish
this.
last.
Oh, now
Stop
you
being
doing
a
some
nice
other
guy.
bullshit.
No, that's real talk.
No,
No,
man, that's not real talk.
That
man.
ain't real
That ain't
talk.
real talk.
Hey,
man.
look,
That
let me
ain't
say,
real talk.
look,
Hey,
let
hold
me
on, hold
say
on.
this for the young men that might be watching, and even some grown men, because I tell this to my son all the time. Your girlfriend and your baby mama are not the same woman.
They
I
not.
don't want to let him off the hook.
They not the
No,
same.
hold on, go ahead. Go
They're
ahead.
not the same
They not.
woman.
They
So
not.
so you need to have that shit in mind while you doing all these things with your girlfriend. Because if she turn into your baby mama, she's
different
not
thing.
the same damn
Right,
woman.
right.
Position change.
Totally
Yeah,
different position.
yeah.
And it ain't, and
Oh,
it ain't
Phil,
gonna
but
be
we ain't
like
left
that.
you, Phil. Because
That's
this
all
is
good.
man in the mirror, damn it. And the mirror's still in
Listen.
front of you.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Nate. I even feel stupid to this
That's how I
day.
know. But at least you
It's
take
Because
okay.
the shit I did with her, I would have never done.
But Phil.
It ain't about that.
Had my own
Phil.
shit going on, and that
look,
Yeah, you
broken
came
place.
from broken
Lust
place.
came in. Oh,
If
she
you-
nice.
If you
Oh,
don't,
she in this situation.
you
I'm
don't
gonna help
take
her out. We gonna work
responsibility,
together. We gonna woo
you
woo.
gonna do it again.
Cold motherfucking monsters.
Hey,
Like,
hold on. Listen to what he
Listen
says,
If
Slim.
you don't take personal responsibility,
You will
you
repeat
will
yourself.
repeat it again.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
that's true.
And
That's
Phil,
true.
let me ask you a question.
That's
At
true.
one point,
That's true.
y'all remember
She ain't
Flintstones?
breaking your house, did she?
Lil Gazoo.
nah, she wasn't.
You remember Flintstones, right?
That's no man, because Joe had to spit
Lil
like that,
Gazoo,
man.
He be like, you did it again, dum dum.
You did it again, Dum Dum.
Yeah.
So while you were trying to put her pieces together, you tear yourself apart.
And you was
man.
already broken.
Come on, man. Come on.
You trying
You ever
put
heard
your-
two wrongs don't make a right?
Man.
They just make a fucking circle. And you end up right back where you start.
Hey, but hey, on the real though.
We love you.
Hey,
That's what
listen,
we
listen.
That's
Hey,
what-
hey, this ain't beat up on Phil.
Yes, it
guys.
is, damn.
No.
It's
That's
about
why
man
I
in the
needed
mirror.
this show.
No, we love
This
you.
ain't
I
beat up
needed
on
this.
Phil.
Tell you.
Real
Hey,
talk.
We ain't building you
I
up.
know.
We building you up.
Hey,
Because
listen.
I did it, I can tell you.
Hey,
I did the same thing before.
but let me
Hey.
show y'all.
But I took responsibility.
Let's show
And I
them
grew.
something. Let's show them something. The reason for the mirror is for you to take responsibility.
Take
You
accountability.
you got to take accountability. for your
100%.
actions.
100%.
That
You
bird don't
cannot
lie.
Don't
blame
lie.
Nobody.
everything.
No, not
on to
everything.
everybody
Not
else.
Anything.
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 Hold on. We
You can't blame anything. Anything.
Not some things.
No,
Anything.
no, you right.
Anything.
Right.
Everything in my life got something to do with me
Start with you.
and end with me.
Hey, look, if it was a
If
good,
I make a choice,
look, if it's good stuff,
We
you
say-
claim it.
yeah. Hold
They
on.
called us. They called us.
Huh?
They called us.
Wait, come on out.
Come on out.
Record.
They got us. Come on out.
That's right.
What Marcus said, I would take accountability for the good stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
So why I can't take accountability
for
for
the
the bad
bad
choices?
stuff too. Right.
If I make bad choices,
That's
for
right.
me to get better, I gotta
Gotta be
acknowledge
acknowledged.
it.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
I first gotta
Come
get
on.
the stinger out.
Yes.
Hold up. I didn't say I was perfect.
No.
No,
And
none of us
I
are.
didn't say I did nothing wrong.
No. It ain't about
But
wrong
you
or
gave
right.
us 70%.
I just said the
We
shit that
human.
she did.
Listen, we
Come
human
on, man, ask
and
you
we're gonna
a
make
question.
errors.
Absolutely.
But
Mongo,
to get it right,
Just not the same one.
yeah, let me make some new
Right.
ones. Let me make some new ones.
And
Hey, but hey,
Hold on,
gentlemen,
let me tell you still. Go ahead.
time passed, right? And he said, nephew, you suffer from a condition. It's called chronic chick dependence. Like I need a woman.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm doing it, I need a bitch next to me.
So you was a safe haven for a hoe.
No, I just that chronic chick dependence.
Nah, I'm just joking.
No, but I had a female tell me that.
Hold
You know
up,
what she said? Hold up. And this is a female.
She said you scored a
Hold up. This is a female I used to mess with, right?
What she say?
Well, matter of fact, Black Rose, I did a show.
Oh, go ahead. What she say?
And you know, we broke up or whatever. We still good
You
buddies.
gave a name?
And I just tell,
that's
no,
her name.
that's her name. No, that's her name.
I
That's her
tried to
name.
get past that shit.
No, that's her name.
I was pretty sure we got
Nah, listen.
Damn! You see me move past that, right? Come on, we ain't putting no government shit right there.
No.
She at home going,
So,
right? She at home right now. I'm about to call this.
I'm gonna put a rope around
no,
Right.
now we great friends to this day.
Oh my
The
God.
point that I'm making is, as a female, she
Kicked
told
it out.
me that. You say, you know what your problem is? You don't know how to be alone. It's an ex telling me. I know for 4 years. I say,
So, but you have to remember, it's different between being alone and being by
I
yourself.
ain't even know.
yeah.
A lot of people are scared to be alone.
Say it again.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
ain't nothing wrong being by yourself, but they're scared to be
That's
alone.
how I would say.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once you learn, so he told me after my birthday one time, I want you to do me a favor. At your birthday, go 60 days. No sex, no alcohol. So first time I tried it, the first 14 days die hard. Because it's fucking.
Repetition, you in you, it's in you.
But then, when I got to day 45,
It's like getting easier.
because the way I talk to my friendship changed. Because I know certain niggas, what's up, Chad?
Mhm.
I'm just smoking bitches. So I can't talk to him.
Can't talk to him.
I know where he want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Shows I watch. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So every
You talking about
man
discipline.
has to know his kryptonite.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you didn't
That's
know your
important.
kryptonite.
That's
You
important.
didn't know your
Now,
kryptonite.
and
Yes.
So you just got a big
See, we the
green
same
rock.
nigga.
and you do
That's why
know
you got
what
them
you're
doors. I got
saying.
them doors.
And you do know what you're saying is simply lining up with what how God would instruct you.
That's right.
That's all you're saying.
And
Discipline.
I'll tell you,
Not discipline.
when I was in the store,
And
Big Ten,
consistency.
I thought a good night.
What
being
he
in the
said you
club,
shouldn't do.
Yeah.
laying down with the
Right.
women.
Yeah.
Right
But
or
then
wrong.
Well,
you
that,
gotta look
well,
at
that take discipline to
you
do
gotta
it.
look at
Yeah, take
the
this.
man that she laid down. The chick that laid down with that man. Nigga,
You laying there with all.
Well, you gotta know the
I'm talking
blueprint. See, let me say y'all this, man. Let me tell y'all this. Marcus said something, and I wanted to get the people to understand this. You got to know the winning formula. You got to know what works, and then you implement it and keep doing it. Like what he was saying, he
Mhm.
found out things to do to keep him away from that. What he trying to stay away from. You got to have a game plan.
Yeah.
Now, here's a hit. If you don't know how to do it, it would behoove you to get somebody
Who know how to do
who
it?
know how to do
To
it.
guide you through
To
it.
guide you through.
Sure.
That's how I got better.
So,
I got
So that
better
takes
because-
what?
hey,
Two things:
Humility.
humility and courage.
okay. And also, just for some viewers, understand this, no matter what, you have to take the time to get to know you. You have to know what your triggers are.
And you can't
Women-
know you with somebody else in the bed with you.
Right. So no, seriously, you're right.
You're right.
You're right.
You
You
right.
you cannot get to know you
Oh, no,
with the
absolutely.
with
There's
the
a lot of
drama.
shit when I was like, oh, nah, I don't do things this way in my house.
But it's
And I didn't
not.
want to say my house. I
But-
said it.
But
But
but,
it
Phil,
disrupted how I
Phil.
like shit.
but listen. One of the things you got to realize, and we talking about
Who
something.
said it?
We got to talk about. We talk about something that'll move forward
He-
that some
he-
people can benefit from. What you want to do is you want
Get
to
that
understand
nerve.
your triggers. You want to understand who you are. Know what makes you go that bad road.
With the pastor told you, sometimes you just got to get by yourself so you can know yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to get by yourself to know yourself.
See, lots of
Because
people like ourselves.
we don't. That's
We
right.
don't like
we'll
ourselves.
start finding
There
out
you
you
go.
don't
See,
like who you
know
are.
why we don't like
Self-love.
ourselves? I'm gonna tell you why we don't like ourselves. We never took the time out
To know ourselves.
Let me
That's
say
right.
this, y'all.
That's
It's been a great reunion.
It has.
So
been.
we're gonna have 5 more minutes. We really got 7 minutes. He let us get an extra 5. But this is what we're gonna do, y'all. We're gonna go around the table and we're gonna talk about, man, what we're grateful for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go around the table and start over with the sage again. We're gonna go around the table, man. Just say 3 things you're grateful for. Just 3. We ain't gotta
Three
do
things.
Well, okay. If I'm gonna start it off, first, I'm grateful for my relationship with my Creator. I just give him much praise. I'm also grateful for my wife.
Yeah.
I have found my life partner after getting to know myself, and I'm really thankful that I have someone that loves me unconditionally. And also, I am grateful for humility. I now have that. And I'm not ashamed to admit when I'm wrong. And I am just really grateful for that.
Go ahead. You know, you
Yeah,
said
man.
three things you're grateful for, man.
Every day, just waking up, just getting another day, man, to get it better. I pray every morning, pray throughout the day. Make this day better than yesterday. Grateful for my humbleness. You dig what I'm saying? To be a younger guy, old, younger than you guys, but still being able to be in this type of circle and the right state of mind to get the understanding.
Yes.
Because even me being the age that I'm at, I grew up fast. I told you I was adopted and foster care and just seen a lot, but just grateful, man, to be able to be in the right state of mind where I'm at right now, to have an understanding, to know what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? And then I'm just grateful, man. Honestly, grateful for being adopted with the lady who adopted me, not even her husband, but the guy that was her boyfriend at that time that took me under his wing. You feel me? Like a son. And now all the shit that he was telling me when I was being a knucklehead and he didn't have to do what he did, not a husband, none of that. Just her boyfriend to say, I like this little nigga. This is my man. Something about him. You know what I mean? How to be a man, the business ethics, you know what I mean? Being adopted, being put into private schools to become a journalist and become a writer and things like that. So now it's all coming back. Everything they was telling me, and I'm seeing how the world is working. I'm seeing my young black men, my queens. Damn, I'm glad I did have that. Because I could have went a different way, and I started to, and I reverted back. So now where I'm at, man, I'm just grateful, man, because I could have really just went a different way. Like I said, my parents died when I was my dad died when I was 6. My mom died when I was 3. My oldest brother, which I love dearly, man, to this day, lost his life back in 96. He was 19 years old. And then my favorite aunt, had passed away. I said, damn. Like, damn, why me? But I had to understand. Like, it's just life, man. It's just, I'm here living through them, man. So I'm just, man, just grateful just to be here. I got a job, a young black man. I ain't locked up. I ain't strung out. Got my own spot. Work 2 jobs. I'm doing my radio thing. And I'm able to just help other people, man. To have a testimony, man. And that's it, man.
I'm just grateful for, like, I wouldn't change nothing about my life. The good, the bad, that's promoted. Like I found my father dead when I was 16. I watched my mama, grandma cancer come out, and I learned to accept. As much as I love the sunshine, I still accept the rain. Be 56 years old, come up in the 80s, never spent a day in jail or a night in the hospital, don't have PTSD from the 80s, man. Be able to know, first thing I pray for in the morning is more understanding. Real talk. And then to be around you guys, sit around you guys and how we hold each other accountable. And I appreciate that so much, man. We got to make this reunion.
I do this again, man. I know. Okay. I was just telling Marcus that, man. We gotta keep this thing going, man.
Well, I not to interrupt y'all, but y'all will be coming to the People to People podcast we're gonna, you know, because you done started something, bro. So
Come on, Mark.
So there's a whole lot, of course, we all could be thankful for. First of all, I want to thank God for His grace and mercy. I want to thank God for what He's doing with His people, and that He's given us our identity back. You know, the enemy had carried us all for a good 5-7 decades. We all being somebody that we really not. But for those of us our age, we can see the progression from seeing each other on the street and want to shoot each other. Now we open up the door for each other.
Yes.
And we compliment each other because we're coming back to our natural identity. We're coming back also to the knowledge of God, because we don't have the knowledge of God, we'll never have our identity. So I thank God to be in this particular time, to really know what I'm looking at and to be a part of it. I thank Him, of course, for my health, my family, and for good, and to be amongst good brothers and sisters that carry the same mindset. So I'm just grateful.
There you go, great Nate.
For me, man, I'm grateful to have a God that everybody can call a savior, but I know that He saved me. Right? I test the devil so many times. I've been clinically dead 3 times, paralyzed from the waist down. Shot up, stabbed up. I'd have been through it. You know what I'm saying? On both sides of the law. But the dude ain't never quit me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the first thing I do before I hit the floor is thank Him for just opening my eyes up. I know if He open my eyes up, the rest of it just icing on the cake.
Come on, man.
So I'm grateful for that. The second thing I'm most grateful for, man, is my kids. All of them. All of them. Great people, hold me accountable every day. Is the gas in my engine. Real simple. If I didn't have them, I know I would have been gave up a long time ago. So I'm grateful for them kids, especially them girls. Man, I got phenomenal girls. I got 7 adult daughters, well now 8. All of them in college. You know what I'm saying? All of them are professionals in their own right. God just continues to bless. I took care of them as a single dad, and then they take care of me. And the third thing, man, I'm grateful for is every element of time that He allows me to share with everybody else. See, I know there's only true 4 currencies in life. And I'm grateful to know of those 4 currencies. Those 4 currencies are things that you can spend that have value in your life. The first one is time. It's most important. It spends, but you never can recoup it. So you got to use it wisely. That's the ability. Learn to be better at it. The second one is knowledge, because I'm responsible for how much I attain and what I do with the knowledge I have. The third one is relationships. I'm responsible for everybody I meet and come into my life. And the last one is money. So if I spend my time wisely, gain enough knowledge, get the right relationships, I'll always have money. And all that.
So Nate took all my time. Anyway,
come on, man. You got two more.
Hey, look, I know I can go.
Okay, man. You waste your time.
Anyway, I'm grateful for God loving me through my calamity, all the stuff that I did contrary to what He want me to do, and He loved me through it. And Christ Jesus. You know, because without being redeemed, I couldn't do nothing. I'd be hellbound. This is only a vapor time here.
That's right.
So I'm grateful for salvation. You know, get another shot, not a second chance, another chance.
Still in the game.
Yeah. I mean, I owe, man. You know, so I owe, man. That's why I'm so passionate about giving back, because I owe. Man, I can never pay the debt. So I'm just grateful that I get a chance to be a part of the solution. You know, to do some loving on other people. You know, so I don't, you know, like I remember one time I couldn't be the doormat. Now I understand the concept of being a worm. The worm don't got no defenses, but it feeds the people because it catch fish. So I'm just grateful for being opportunity to be used by God. So we're gonna be, we definitely gonna be doing this. We're gonna be doing this.
Gotta give a shout out, man. The
Well,
Beltway
I gotta get shout out to
RadioBeyond.com.
Beltway Radio, baby.
So,
And
hey,
B is a special guy over there, y'all.
Head of engineer.
Yeah, hell of an engineer, hell of a person. Because
this is our last show here.
This may be our last show here. Because
We gotta do. I want to do this again, man.
Yeah,
I'm
but we're gonna let you know where we at.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna be in a studio because that's what we're gonna do.
Bring it to.
Okay, we got to. You got to. So we got two y'all got platforms. We bring it to each other's platforms.
Sure.
Man, I love you guys, man. And see, relationships. The third thing is relationships. The wife he gave me, the friends like y'all. You know what I'm saying, man? We done had it out, and y'all said something earlier, man. You know, relationships is wonderful, man. You know,
but you good with that?
Yeah.
And communication. And always great memories, man. Take a picture. That's one thing about Buju, man. Take a picture.
Yeah.
People don't think about that. Them
And we're
great
gonna take a
memories.
picture right here.
That's right.
Take a
Oh, we
picture.
take
When
one.
it's done.
Yeah.
But let me just say this, man. We got to that place with the time to end the show.
Yes, it.
We'll be back next month. The
Last.
last Thursday.
That's right.
of the month, right? Same bad time, same bad channel.
What is it?
In the mirror.
What is it, y'all?
It's the talk show that matters. Take us out, baby.
You know how to take us out. SRB.